Hello. Okay. Hi. So we're gonna be playing Threads of You today. It is a demo that's out right now. I don't know how long it is. If it's under an hour, I'm just gonna go right into Cupid Parasite without stopping. But if it's more than an hour, I'll probably stop, take a little break, and then come back and start playing Cupid Parasite today. Um, I wore a white top and I feel like I made a mistake because the moment I turned on my camera, I didn't have my light on and I was so pale in comparison. Hopefully that's not an issue for the rest of this, but it made me laugh pretty hard because I was so surprised about how I looked for just a second there. It's chilled out since then. I'm moving things around because this screen is huge. I'm pretty excited actually. I have never seen this option. Oh, what happened just now? What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. I did nothing. I don't know what happened. How is this working? Hang on. Oh. What did I do? What have I done? What did I do? I think I just muted my sound. Hang on. I can see it making sounds, but I don't see a sound bar right now. Where's my mic? There it goes. Okay. I don't know how I did that. I just noticed my keyboard didn't have any light on it. I'm a very visual person. All right. Is this working? Because it's not acting like it is. It's not. It's okay. Oh, it is. It is working. Okay. I'm gonna move all this to that side so I can see it. And we're just gonna call it a day for right now. Hopefully that works. We'll be fine. All right. I do like this little coarse cat little controller. It's cute. I do have my mouse, not my mouse. Does this work? Am I doing anything? Aha! Okay, great. I was excited because when I first got on here, I always go to settings before I start anything. Why are you skipping settings? All right, well, I went to settings and it has a dyslexic font. So hopefully, pronouns. Okay, I know pronouns. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't know why I did that. I'm fine. Let me close that, please. What did I do? Hello, Matt. My name is. Oh, do I just use the keyboard like a normal person? Pff, that's crazy. Those letters are not connecting. Oh, pronouns. I go by she, her. Shika 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 slim shady. Is it because my camera shake? Yeah, my mouse is just my camera's on top of my computer desk, and my computer desk just loves to shake. Oh my stars. Which term do you prefer? Base it on my pronouns? Oh, okay. Okay, well that's fair. Just based on my pronouns, that's fine. I was trying to go back. I hit continue and you're not letting me get off the screen. Oh, is it because it somehow disconnected my okay. Can't forget my pronouns, little ducky. Big lot. Oh. I don't have either of those. Oh, wait, is this? Oh, I see. This is interesting. It still seems very loud. I won't lie. Oh, wait, take your clothes off. I don't have the freckles. A visual novel demo. Yes. Okay. Wait, I have a mole on my cheek. I just forgot where it is though. Oh my god. Wait, can I make it match? I think it's this side, which is my right side. Okay. Is that bad? I don't even remember where the mole is on my own face. Oh god. No, wait, that's left, right? No. Yes, that's left. This is right. Okay. Scars. Oh, I could be Squall. I don't know. I could be a zombie. I just like this constant state of worry. I can have a bunny face. Okay, okay. Actually, that's like Bunny's eyebrows right there. That's perfect, actually. Look at this little stick or... Okay, okay. Just evil. Just evil. Oh. That's fine. Oh, here's your choose eye colors. Okay, I have to pay attention to so much right now. It's like there's too many choices. That's cool. I mean... Perfect timing. I just got home 30 minutes ago. I didn't know what time we were going to stream. I was going to stream earlier, but I broke everything. I already picked my name. What are you doing? What just happened? You did not just delete all my progress. I have to remember all my choices. Like, who is this? Hopefully that doesn't happen again. All right. We're going to go with... I mean, Bunny has blue eyes. I usually pick silver, but there isn't a silver option. Me. Go with purple. I feel like being a... Oh my god. I just forgot the name. Oh gosh. She's cool though. I promise. She's cool. Alright, let's see. Hair. I mean, that's how I usually do it. That's pretty accurate. This is kind of accurate how my hair looks like right now because I washed all the color out a couple days ago. You know what? This is perfect. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Alright. So did you play the demo yesterday, Asia? That doesn't look good. I thought it might. Oh, snap. That's so me. That's so me. That's what I thought. I don't look like that right now, but it's what I want to look like. Wait, do I get to pick the color of her top? Because I didn't get to choose any of that stuff. Okay. Okay, that's person. I see. I mean, that's pretty cute. I didn't notice the eye shape, color, and hairstyle. So you didn't change it on yours? Oh no. See, I was getting really confused, so honestly I can see why, because it's like all on the little sides and stuff, so it's easy to miss. I mean, I would have a shirt like this. That's pretty accurate. If we're trying to pretend it's me. It's like if this is supposed to be a self-insert, pretty accurate. I'm wearing a white shirt today. Wait, I'm wearing a white tank top. Do they have a tank top option? Well, I don't like how. This is actually, it's shorter than what I'm wearing, so I don't like that. I mean, though, if I go black. I can't stop coughing today. Oh no. Okay. Am I being too indecisive over a t-shirt? Yes. I played it. I was wondering how to change the hair and eyes. Oh. It's this little corner. Was that more t-shirts? Oh, other clothing. Other clothing. Okay. Oh, you can't see the little corner. There's this little, like the page turner. That's how you know to turn the page. I'm covering it, but it's there, I swear. Okay. You know what? We'll go with yellow. Yellow is a color Bunny wears. Plus, yellow and purple kind of like match. I don't know how the right word. That's not the right word. It's not that they match, but they go well together. They whatever each other. They complement each other. All right. Do we want an outer top? Just you don't even care that she's wearing a shirt anymore. She's got a hoodie on. Oh, this one though. This one will show both. Oh, it looks like the teeth. Looks like teeth instead of a rib cage now. I didn't notice that at all, but my character's still cute. That's good though. Oh, she could look like she's a farmer. Oh my god, that's cute. Wait, what about this? This is a little vest. A little vestie. Oh shoot. Oh! Okay, hang on. We're gonna change your top now. The top doesn't match this look. There was button-ups, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. It has to be long sleeve. Okay, but is there a long sleeve basic shirt? Because the ruffles are driving. Oh, there we go. Now, do we like that color still? Well, that's skin toned. That's skin toned. Let's not do that one. That's too Christmassy. Okay, we'll go back to yellow. Let's just double check if the vest had better options. Oh my god, it's got strawberries on it. Okay, hang on. We're going strawberries. See, you should have came home later. I'm going to be doing this for another 20 minutes. Oh god. About you? No, that doesn't work. You don't look good together. What about you? Maybe if we just... Nah, you definitely need sleeves. See, you need sleeves. It looks too... There we go. That's basic. Well, this has a collar on it. There we go. The moment I got home, I installed the demo so quick. I installed it last night before I went to work, and it still had to do an update, which is another reason why I wasn't on right away. I can have a little bandit! Okay. I wear glasses. This is similar to my glasses. Earrings? Oh my god. Can't see them because of the hair. That's accurate. It's literally why I never wear earrings. Oh, you can have multiple. Heck yes. You can change them to silver. Oh, that's just the glasses. I have to wait until I finish work. Aw, I'm so sorry. Ooh, now she's got an eyebrow ring. I used to have an eyebrow ring a long time ago. Oh my god, that's so freaking cute. I wear glasses, but sometimes in visual novels, my characters do not. I just like it. I don't know. I feel like we don't get enough main characters that wear glasses. It's why I like Bayonetta so much. She's one of the few protagonists. Oh, that's so sweet. It doesn't. How do I take things off? How do I take it off? How do I remove? What did I do? Okay, refresh. I got it. Especially the glasses aren't cute. Yeah, if the glasses aren't cute, I'm not going to wear them. Those look like my glasses. I mean, I wish they had a more gold frame. Then they'd match even better, but... Oh my god, she looks like she's in a band. Okay, this is cute, though. She looks more and more like an actual mouse, and I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Oh. Okay. Cover her face with a mask. I wear glasses at school, but I take them off at home. I cannot see without my glasses. I'm Velma from Scooby-Doo without my glasses. I'm blind. I actually have a story to go with it. One time, I was getting my hair cut, and I always take my glasses off. Ooh, this is not good. This is the second time it's done this. If this is starting me all over, I'm going to be so mad. It is. What the heck? But I was getting my hair cut, and so I took my glasses off to make it easier on the person cutting my hair. And someone started talking to me that worked there, and then she got really mad at me because she realized who I was. And I didn't realize who she was, which was she was like my teacher's daughter. And it's because I had glasses off. I couldn't see her. You want to replay the demo? I've replayed it 3 times now. It keeps crashing. I was almost done too. Like, how dare they? All right, did I? Oh wait, hang on, I messed up. I messed up. Are you for a real game? Like, let me pick my character. Let me make her who I want her to be. Did I hit back? Is that what's happening? I can't go back. Okay, is that what's happening? Did I accidentally go back and that's why it's mad at me? All choices are final. Is that what I'm understanding? Did I do pink? Oh god, see, I don't remember the color I did on the eyes. I've determined that the only choice is forward, otherwise it crashes, question mark? I could be wrong though. I was almost done, so it hurts my feelings. All right. Let's see if we remember all the choices I made. I picked a t-shirt that had sleeves, and it was in the color yellow. And then I went to this page, and I picked the little sweater vest in the color white. And then she doesn't look the same. What did I do wrong? It's too late. We can't go back. There's no going back. This in the color silver. I clicked on multiple earrings because I just thought it was funny that she could have multiple on both sides. And I gave her an eyebrow ring because I have an eyebrow ring. It only happened one time because I went back to the name. It was my fault. I'm not doing anything. I'm just clicking on the choices, and it's done that 3 times now. Where it's gone back to the, oh yeah, by the way. I'm like, Okay, did we choose flower crown? I think I had. Okay, we're gonna keep flower crown. It's too late. Can't go back if I change my mind. All right, is that everything? Is that it? Was I that far done and that this game crashed me? Okay. I'm done. Let me click. I'm clicking on the done. How do I go? How do I go from here? I'm clicking on it. I'm done. It's me. We did it. Did I not pick pronouns? I picked pronouns. Saturday. Alrighty. We officially started. I panicked at the last minute and we ran into this. Aging is not fun. I missed that part. I've been blind my whole life. When I think it was 5 is when they finally realized I needed glasses, and I didn't realize you could see leaves on trees outside until I had glasses. As you cruise down a deserted road, a gentle breeze caresses your face through an open window. I'm hitting all the right buttons, right? Oh, hang on. I'm hitting buttons if I was on my Switch. I do like her interior of her car. What is this? What is the word? The occasional jolt of the car unsettles you. However, you quickly dismiss it from your mind. For just a second, I thought they were gonna. It's like I know what you did last summer. Like she was in a car accident. Okay. Oh, I have my phone here. Look at my phone charm. I've got the coolest phone ever. Wait, can I click on things on here? Do I have to use this? This feature is unavailable currently. Well, you know, we're just gonna save in case it crashes on me again. I'm excited for you meeting love interests that I was obsessed with. I was like, I will do his route, but I saw others and was like, I want him. There was one person on the cover that I thought looked really, really, really cute. He had, I think, blue hair actually. But I have no clue about any of the boys yet. All right, you just finished your first year in college. You've just finished your second year in college. You just finished your third year in college. You just finished your last year in college. I'm going to go with last since I'm nowhere near college age. You've been looking forward to this trip. I'm going to keep hitting B because A and B are swapped on Switch and Xbox. You're grinding through college relentlessly and finally had a chance to go back home to visit family and friends as a surprise over the summer. I was talking about him lately. The pretty boy characters have been deceiving me. I'm still down for Bad Lucas. Oh, God. It hurts my feelings that he was bad because he was the person I was looking the most forward to when I first like saw the individual boys, so like they ruined them. They ruined them so bad for me. Who is Lucas? I don't know that man. Oh, you know it's a man though. You were grinding through college relentlessly and finally had a chance to go back home to visit family and friends as a surprise over the summer. You were I hit the button twice. You were look down at your GPS, follow the bright yellow lines displayed on your screen. Also, look at her adorable collection of toys on her thing. Like, there is a bunny, an egg bunny, and a cat. Chemical said pretty boy, so ha! I guess. That doesn't mean that she's implying she's just down because of a person. Jeez. There wasn't a road you were completely familiar with, nor was it anywhere near the freeway. Oh, we're lost in our own hometown? Though stupidly, you were persuaded by a video on Wickwalk to reconnect with nature and thought it'd be faster than sitting through traffic jams or turbulence. She looks so cute. Oh god. Okay, Leah, just keep driving. It's probably nothing. You sigh to yourself and turn your radio up louder, hoping to drown out your anxiety. I knew it. I should have just taken a plane. This is the last time I'm listening to some random person on the internet. Is it though? Just as you mentally shake your fist at the Wickwalk you watched, your thoughts are abruptly interrupted by the stuttering of your car's engine. This is a nightmare. Metallic clattering comes from the hood of your car, making your eyes wide in alarm. Whoa. Before you could fully process what happens, your car lets out its final breath, stopping dead in the middle of nowhere. You sit in silence for a few minutes before inhaling deeply and stepping out of your car to observe its exterior. Keep in mind, you don't know how to fix this car, you're just looking at it, because maybe if you look at it, it'll get better. Your eyes squint in annoyance as light smoke expels from the hood of your car. Just in case anyone wants to see the pretty men. Yes, there's their official page right there. Here, I'll pin that one. All right. It's also on Steam. I'm playing it via Steam, to be clear. That's where I downloaded the demo from. All right. Your eyes squint in annoyance as light smoke expels. Shit. What am I supposed to do now? Feeling a lump build up in your throat, you sit by a nearby rock and recollect yourself. Yes, I'm just going to sit next to rocks. Oh, God. Okay, no biggie. I'm just lost in the middle of nowhere with no signal and no sign of life. You bury your head deep into your hands and groan at the absurdity of the situation. If I was in this situation, I will freak out. I've been in this situation, and I will tell you, firsthand experience, I cried. So what are we doing today? We are playing the demo, hi cutie, for Beyond the Bay, Threads of You. And then after this, we're going to go back to Cupid Parasite. And then tomorrow, I am supposed to be playing Helldiver with friends, but because I'm over on hours at work, I get to come home early, so I'll also be playing Cupid Parasite tomorrow, hopefully. You mentioned this game yesterday. Yes, we just started. This is the very beginning, so we haven't gotten very far. You do get to create your own little avatar character, and I think mine looks pretty precious. No way, no way, no way. About to see the first love interest. Ooh, this cannot actually be happening. What is this? A bad 2000s Adam Dirtler movie? Oh man, this is just like Cupid Parasite. We're changing words. After what felt like an eternity under the scorching summer sun, the familiar growl of a well-functioning car catches your attention from a distance. Breathing a sigh of relief, you stand up and begin to wave frantically to grab the driver's attention. Just to be clear, you should not be relieved just because a car is coming. Just putting that out there. The car slows down and parks near you. The engine pauses momentarily as the driver's door swings open. The kawaii mouth your OC has looks adorable. I know, I call it bunny mouth. A man emerges from the car, donning a deep green jacket and tousled brown hair. He looks at you with a curious gaze as he takes off his sunglasses to rest them on the collar of his shirt.
Hey, is everything all right? Do you need help?
Oh, I don't have to read the boys. They have voices. Okay, he's got less scars. Do they have a hide the font? Oh, they do. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. He's got a story. In this situation, be relief. I got good reason. Yeah, but you could also get murdered. Who stops for other people these days? Super sussy. See, yeah, exactly. See, that's where I'm at. Like, what do you want from me? What does it look like? Oh my god, imagine being so relieved someone came to help you and the first thing out of your mouth is like, what does it look like? I'm not really sure what to do. Thank you for stopping by. My car broke down and I'm not really sure what to do from here. He dips his head towards you, taking a peek at your car. I said I got a good reason. You want to get murdered, Asia? Come on. Come on. He steps forward, examining your car and sighing lightly at the steam rising up from your vehicle. His hands motion to the broken heap of a car, meeting your eyes for a quick second. Oh, he doesn't say this part? What the heck? I'm afraid this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Might as well hop in with me and find shelter for the night. Did I break it, or does it just not talk? Okay. I got too excited, I guess. Find shelter for the night? You don't think she lives in her car, right? Like, do you... His hand taps the back of the car as he walks away. His hand gestures for you to follow. You hesitate, as you only just met the man. He looks back at you for a moment before a light chuckle escapes his lips. Don't worry, you can trust me. I don't know. That's like the most untrustworthy thing I've ever heard. That was so quick, already inviting us to his house, right? Find shelter for the night. Like, what am I? Like, I didn't like just turn up in this world. That's literally what a murderer would say. Oh god. He reached into his pocket, taking out a small golden medallion. Oh, he's the sheriff, guys. That's not something you can find at a Dollar Tree. He gave me a reassured smile as you make your way to his car. That doesn't prove anything, my dear. I'm gonna say that with confidence. The ride has been silent so far, but you didn't mind. The smell of sea salt pours in from the open pane, the cool wind combing through your hair. Your eyes close as you take in your surroundings.
Enjoying the view?
I don't know, because it said your eyes closed. You open your eyes and turn to look at him. If he was in a squad car, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Prove it. Close your eyes and tell me your badge number. You know what I mean? Like, even then, I've heard horror stories. Exactly. That's not reassuring. His hair was dancing along with the breeze coming from his open window. The lighter strands of his hair glistened under the sun. You purse your lips for a moment and shrug. I guess it's all right. He lets out a small chuckle.
You're a tough critic, aren't you?
His lip curls into a playful smirk, and you can't help but smile back. The art is so pretty. Yeah, I like it. I like having different things, too. I have high standards. I've seen better. Both of these sound bitchy. I'm not gonna lie. Don't these have the same energy? What is these options? I have high standards. I've seen better. They sound the same in my head. Oh my god. Okay. I'm- Seen better seems degrading. Yeah, that seems a little meaner. Plus, isn't this her hometown? Like, should she be like dissing her hometown? I have high standards when it comes to views. The second sounds worse. Exactly. That's why I picked the first one. I'm like, You sink deeper into the seat, getting yourself comfortable for the rest of the trip. He turns down the volume of the car radio, allowing the soothing sounds of nature to take center stage. Nice. So, it's probably be nice to get to know your travel buddy for the next God knows how many hours. If he's a sheriff, where the hell is he taking you? Might as well break the ice. Where are we headed? What a scary question. You should already know that. Like, what? Hours? Hours. Yeah, we're all on the same page. What do you mean hours? He should be dropping you at the nearest gas station. How long have you been a sheriff? A good few years, actually. Probably as soon as I graduated. Not that I mind. I love this job. I get to help people like you. End of the day, that's all that really matters to me. That's pretty nice. I guess so. I've never really seen myself doing anything else. Notice those question marks? We haven't even asked this man his name. He smiles to himself. Ask where we're headed, or I don't have any other questions. So where are we going? If you don't mind me asking, where are we headed? Ah, my town. Bryn Bay. Ever heard of it? I get to know cuties like you. Wink, wink, wink. Yeah, I'm not trapped in this car. Ah, my town. Bryn Bay. Ever heard of it? You think to yourself for a moment, racking your memory for any mention of Bryn Bay. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. He nods to himself as you speak. I don't blame you. We're not too well known. I promise you that you'll like this day, though. We've got a great views. Where was I headed? This isn't a Harvest Moon game. I didn't wash up on the shore and I have amnesia. I just broke my car down. Where was I going? Oh my god. Sheriff of an unknown town. Kidnapping? Yeah, a town I've never heard of. Where am I? Actually, I'd like to ask you the same. What are you doing out here? I was trying to visit home from college. I haven't been back for a while and I was feeling a little homesick. Just my luck to have my car break down when I try though, right? You can still go home, my guy. Call someone. He offhandedly laughs at your joke and taps lightly on the steering wheel. Yeah, like a serial killer would do. Yeah, that does suck. Hey, no worries. We'll get you back on the road in no time. Hours. We're going to be in this car for quote-unquote hours. You don't even know where you're headed. Whew. He lets go of the wheel for a brief moment to give you a pat on the shoulder before focusing on the drive again. Oh, my stars. Maybe MC lives really far from college, so they don't know this place. That's true. Maybe home is like another 20 miles, not 20 miles, 20 hours from here. But the fact that you got in this guy's car and he's like, let's find some shelter. And she's like, I'm going to be in this car for hours. What were you doing so far from where you live, sir? To pats me? Dude, I don't even know your name. Keep your hands to yourself. I don't think I have anything else to ask for now. How about his name? Dude, introduce yourselves. A moment of silence lingers between the two of you before he abruptly breaks it. You weren't out there for too long, were you? You have no idea. Well, it felt like forever. I don't like either one of these answers either. Like, I want the dumb one, the annoying one. That's like, actually, I was out there for approximately 45 minutes and 16 seconds. And I was getting quite parched. It felt like forever. The first sounds like a puppy that needs to be picked up. You have no idea how long I've been waiting there. He smiles and nods in response, his eyes glued on the outstretched road ahead. Yeah, he's probably drove by here earlier, so he's not surprised.
Gene, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you for answering the question that I apparently was too scared to ask. Gene, by the way. You turn to face him, head tilted in confusion. Are you seriously confused? He takes notice of your lack of response and turns to you.
My name. It's Gene.
Your mouth opens briefly, forming a silent "oh." I'm Leah? Leah, that's a nice name. He shoots you a gentle smile before adjusting his eyes back on the road. You turn back to the open window, taking in the views once more. Not with this hairstyle, if I'm being clear. That does not... You don't roll your window down with your hair like this. The lull of the engine paired with the heavy crashing of the ocean waves begins to take over your thoughts, making your eyelids grow heavier by the minute. Before you knew it, you were dead asleep. Is she Cupid? Falling asleep in front of strange men? Exhaustion from the long day of driving mixed with distress finally took over. You're in a car with a stranger, my guy. Your eyes struggle to blink open as the sun shyly peeks over the clouds. It beams, greeting you ever so lovingly, the warmth creating a gentle blanket over you. You lift yourself off of the car door, stretching the sleepiness away. Your eyes eventually find Gene, his hands having a firm grip on the wheel and head turned towards you. Morning there, sleepyhead. You awake just in time. The dead mention when we are in an unknown dude with an unknown dude in his car. Yeah, and all we have is his word that he's a sheriff and that we're going to his hometown called Bryn Bay. His head gestures ahead of the car. Your gaze follows his cue to a small old-fashioned building. The car comes to a rolling stop into the makeshift parking lot. Gene's deep voice pulls you out of your thoughts. Trust me, bro. This right here is Coral Inn, a hostel. You can stay here for the night. You don't worry. And don't worry about the pay. I've covered tonight for you. It's the least I could do considering the day you've had. The least you could do? You picked me up on the side of the road and drove me for what apparently was hours. I don't think you owe me anything. You didn't murder me. What more could I ask for? My goodness. I'm trying to... If you walk inside, just a little to your right should be the front desk. Just explain your situation and my buddy Dante will get you all set up. I'm sorry, who's Dante? I like that name. Say nothing. You could just walk away from this situation and just leave. Just be like a total asshole. I'm staying here. You can continue the Valley Girl attitude. You can say thank you. Oh my god. The first one, just say nothing. Just like, this would feel like she's the serial killer that he shouldn't have picked up and say nothing. Just like... The truth is, I'm not a morning person. Do you do this for all the people you pick up off the street? Oh my god. Do you? Let's find out. So, do you do this for all the people you pick up off the street, or am I special? Oh, look, he smiled. He can smile. Gene lets out a small laugh, his hands rising up to his mouth as he did so. Good question. I'll have to say you're pretty special. Don't go around spreading the word, though. I don't exactly have the money to be paying for every pretty woman I come across. This one's between you and me. Pull the knife from the back. I need to hear his laugh, please. Oh, can I replay it? Will it let me? Oh, can I? Oh, log. Did it? I thought it showed it heard the laugh. It doesn't let me replay sounds in the log. Oh, that's so sad. All right. I don't exactly have the money to be paying for every pretty girl. That's the line here. He shot you a quick wink that you would have missed if you had blinked. All right, all right. You should get going. It's starting to get late. Don't want to keep you up any longer. Honestly, if I've been on the road and in your car for hours, I should get something to eat. He turns away from you, though you can see a shy smirk on his face with just a hint of red flush on his ears. Oh. You can't help but smile to yourself as you gather your belongings from his backseat. You're like, I still got it.
Oh,
Oh, before I forget about your car, there's only one mechanic around here, and his name is Kai. Cute name. Take my number, and I'll send you his address. If there's only one mechanic, I can find him in the yellow pages. I don't need your number. You type his number into your contacts and give him your things. The two of you wave goodbye as you shut the car door behind you. Is Kai Ali? I don't know what Ali is. Oh, a love interest. Haha, I see. Just kidding. Ignore me. Possibly. Usually anytime they mention a boy, it's a love interest. I'm pretty sure Dante's going to be a love interest too. Only from previous experience with the Otome franchises. He pulls out of the parking lot, leaving you to brave the hostel on your own. You stand in the open for the moment, breathing in deeply. The earthy smell of nearby plants mingled with the damp industrial material of the building helps you get a hold of your new surroundings. You grew up in a city, you grew up in a small town. Well, okay, I grew up everywhere. But I don't know. It's like only guys live in this town. Yep, just like home. Is it? I didn't say I lived by the ocean. Sure, it wasn't exactly where you wanted to go, but it was close enough. Yeah, I'll just stay here. Forget my parents. They're not worried about me. The refreshing, clean air was reminiscent of your childhood town, which was drastically different from the city you've been staying in for college. It was nice to be back in a quieter environment. A flock of birds chirp overhead, flying in formation towards the horizon. Watching them, you realized the sun was beginning to set right past the small corner of shops. The sun's setting already? How long were we driving? I don't know. You didn't ask. Glad I didn't choose to just walk to society. I probably would have been walking for days. You don't know that either. He could have passed 10 towns just to bring you to his home. Because you fell asleep. You looked down at your watch to plan your next course of events. Your body was practically begging you to crash it in for the day, although you really should be getting your car sorted out first. I love Bayside towns, though. I need a vacation. I have not... Let me think. I have visited the ocean, I feel like 5 times ever in my life, and every single time we've gone to the ocean, we regret it. Not because, like, it's not fun. It's just we never dress right. Like, we just don't assume that it's going to be freezing when you're there. Because that's not what it's like in the movies. So we never bring a jacket, and then we're shivering, and it's like we're dying, and we're outside. But I've stayed at a hotel that was like by a port, and it was really cool because you could see like seagulls and boats like out the window in the morning. It was really cool. And that was nice. But going outside in it, I also need a vacation. I haven't had a vacation in a while. All right, go to the car mechanic. Sleep for the rest of the day. Okay, your car is miles away. I don't know, man. It's Evonane. I feel like a mechanic should close at a certain time. What if you get murdered on your way there? Am I thinking too much about my choices? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is me. Have contacts. Look, Jean, Mom, Dad. sure you want to return to the mate? No, I didn't know what that was. I don't have any pictures. Oh man, okay. Second love interest. Second love interest, sure, but like her car's broken and hours away. Am I gonna get in the mechanic's car and drive back up that street for who knows how long to go find the car? I doubt they have 24 hours. See, I'm taking this too realistically, and Asia's over here going like, go to the mechanic! Oh my god. I'm like, realistically, if it's evening, he should be asleep. Plus, my car was hours from here. He's never even gonna find it. You think it over for a minute and decide it would be best to talk to Kai as soon as possible. She's here for the men. That's why she's fine that she's not seeing her parents right now. I really should get this sorted out first. She wants to see the boys. You lug your backpack over your shoulder and check your phone for the address. Well, you could put your stuff down in the hostel first. Following the directions on the text from Jean, you make your way to the workshop to meet Kai. As you approach closer, the sound of clanking tools paired with machinery fills your ears, and the faint aroma of grease and oil growing more noticeable with each step. Is that a... Okay, we got Jaws. Just a beach. It looks like a picture of a fish on a plate. And I don't know what the top one is. Just tell him about the car. And plus, Jean knows what your car looks like. So what if he knows what my car looks like? He's not gonna go with him to get my car, is he? He's not a mechanic. He's a sheriff. He has a different job. Plus, if he was so smart, he had a cell phone. He could have called Kai when he picked me up and said, hey, Kai, I just picked up this girl on the side of the road. Her car's broken down. Can you come get it? Yes, he will go with him. First off... Alright, the large car-filled building seems vacant except for the figure bent over, peering into the hood of a car. Kai? You call out to no response. The hum of the car was overpowering your voice. Kai! Oh my! Okay, I get it. Okay. I accept. Oh, he blinks. Oh, that's scarier. I'm gonna print screen. My screen's gonna go dark. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm just taking a screenshot. Okay. That's the side of me taking a screenshot. Okay, I like Kai. You call out a little louder. The figure finally stood up and turns to face you. A large grin was plastered on his face as he rubs dirt and grease off with his forearms, hand still clasping a wrench. I will say, even if I know this guy's name is Kai, I would not walk into this garage not knowing this person and shout his name. I hate that. I work retail. Do not say my name if you don't know me. The tight shirt, the nice bod, respectfully, of course. Also, the earrings. I, too, have chosen a bunch of earrings.
Well, you must be new here.
Before you could open your mouth to reply, he quickly cuts you off with a broad grin. And trust me, I remember a face as pretty as yours. Man, all the boys here are just like, let's start flirting. It could get a little scary, though. He winks a little and leans back against the car, grabbing a nearby cloth to clean his wrench and hands.
To a day of the pleasure.
Oh my god. He's like instantly blushy. Like, what's happening? His tone lingered, prompting you to introduce yourself. Notice he causes you to introduce yourself right away. What a man. I'm Leah. I was actually headed west until my car broke down near the forest. Actually, it was in the forest. That's on me, I guess. I should have gotten my car checked out a good while ago. And I usually do get our car checked out before long trips just because I have the paranoia of being stuck on the side of the road from previously being stuck on the side of the road. Girls must be scarce in this town. They need to be quick. Or everyone's like this all the time in this town and all the girls are just like, all the time. He looked down to your shoes, fidgeting them against each other. Wow, you're shy. Luckily, Jean found me and brought me here so that you can help me fix my car. I don't think that's what he said. They got the ick, yeah. You look back up at him and smile awkwardly, feeling a bit embarrassed about the whole situation. He lets out a short laugh and nodded before putting his wrench down. Well, that won't be much of a problem. I'll head there with Jean later in the day. Oh, look, I guess Asia was right. He will go with Jean for some weird reason. Jean's gonna spend multiple hours dealing with my car problems. Why is he blushing so much? Although I do have to warn you, it's gonna take a good while to fix it, especially if you're not from here. The spare parts here are pretty dated, and so are our cars, so it might take a while. Your worry must have been visible because he pushes himself off the car immediately and defensively threw his hands up in the with open palms. He's like, listen, man, we don't have good cars here. They're all old. If your car's recent, we're not going to be able to fix it. Oh my, there is a movie like this. I know Asia's going to defend everything, but there is a movie where a woman, like, her car is having problems, and they kept going like, oh yeah, it's just going to take a few more days to fix it. Oh yeah, it's going to take a few more days to fix it. Just to keep her in the town. And she's just trapped there. And then she finds out they never even started working on her car. He's part of it. It's all a scam. There's a fears to fathom game like this. He's like, yeah, it's going to take a while to fix your car if you're not from around here. It's just the parts are so hard to find. No, don't worry. You can trust me. My family has been working on cars since this town was founded. Which was when, my guy? I don't know you or this town. I promise to get it working as soon as humanly possible. He pats your shoulder lightly and gives you a warm smile. People, stop putting your hands on me. Why do they keep saying to trust me? Is this a cult town? You can give me your number and I'll keep you updated on things. That is also sketch. Source, trust me. Sir, I don't know you. It better be as good as new. Who is this woman? If you wanted my number, you could have just said so. Like, oh my god. Couldn't she just flirt with everybody? Like, that's... I would never, by the way. I have people do this because at my job I have to ask for people's numbers. And they're like, I'll just pretend you're asking for my phone number. And it hurts me internally. God. Maybe we need to put our mindset to young college person. I don't know how to be a young college person. I'm jaded by age. Is that me too then? Am I just so like, I'm like, ugh. I've worked retail too long to find this cute. Oh god. I don't know. Like, do I want to flirt? Well, I'm young. That's true. Which one would you choose, cutie? We're not doing this one because we're not jerks. It's not a cult at all. It's not like one of those games. It could be, though. It has the potential. Just to be clear, I don't think it's a cult town. I'm just saying it has the vibe of a cult town. Please no. Please know what? I said which option, not this one. Doki Doki happened, okay? That's so true. Doki Doki started off so cute, so pure, so innocent. And then people started going missing. I still actually love, because I did my Otome game review for the ones I own, I had Doki Doki on that list. And my sister put the different Doki Doki game on that because she was being nice and put the thing together for me. I'm formal. The first was with a bit of the second to lift up. We're gonna go with I. If you wanted my number, you could have just asked. We're just gonna flirt. We're gonna flirt with all the boys. This is the demo anyways. You smiled to yourself at how frantic he got and nodded. Hey, if you wanted my number, you could have just said so. He blinks a few times and turns bright red. Well, I can tell you and I will get along just fine. Though appearing confident, there was a slight quiver in his voice. Why? I want the quiver. Why didn't you guys voice the quiver? Cute. Her internal monologue. Let's slide into his DMs. Oh god. He grabs his phone out of his pocket and hands it over to you, the screen displaying a small prompt for your information. As you type in your number, you spot him peeking over to the side. His deep brown eyes scan all over your face, almost as if he were studying you down to your smallest features. He better like my hair right now. I worked on it really hard. You feel your face flush for a moment before handing it back to him. There you go. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you.
Great. I'll send you a message when I get around to working on it. Hope you have a good time here.
Leah, you didn't finish the sentence. He gives you another wink before turning around to continue working on the car behind him. Alright, time to get myself some sleep. I'm beat. Your shoes crunch against gravel as you make your way towards the entrance. I won't lie, for a split second, I thought they meant like inside. I was like, oh god. The steps of the inn's wooden porch creaks with each step, making you hurriedly take longer strides. As you open the door, you're greeted with surprisingly homely decor. Look at the little duckies! And it says LOL. And there's a very important date coming up in 2 weeks. And 2 days, okay. Unless they don't cross out the day that they're on, which I usually do. Kitty! Oh, I missed the kitty. I was too busy staring at the calendar. I'm looking for clues here. Tell me more about this room. The state of the building itself was just as decrepit as the exterior, if not worse, but someone was definitely doing their best to make it look good. I honestly wasn't even paying attention to the terribly peeling wallpaper. You right, this place is looking scary. Back to work to me. I'll be back later. Enjoy cute mint. Okay, bye Ray. Have a good day. Recalling Jean's directions, you take a few steps towards the right. Girl out here roasting and flirting. Yeah, she's over here going like, this place is terrible. But the boys are cute. A small wooden counter comes into view, a few monitors lined up on it, though only one seems functional. You notice a name sitting behind one of them. The name tag on his shirt reads... You notice a man, not a name. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, that reminds me. I thought I said it. They said this has a dyslexia feature, and I turned it on. I thought I did. It helps you read better when you have dyslexia. I thought I clicked on it. Okay, I did. Yeah, okay. Honestly, that's the first real mistake I made. Is it a special font? Yes. It makes the letters... I don't know what the right word is. The letters are slightly different, and it helps your brain from switching them. But it's not just dyslexia with me. I can't remember the other name, but I have this where I change the whole word sometimes. I think I saw somewhere that some fonts help a bit. Yeah, there's some special fonts. I can't think of his name right now, but there is an actor. He played the Fonz in Happy Days, and he wrote a book, and he made a special font that was meant to help with dyslexia as well. So they had a font for that, and I was really excited. Honestly, that wasn't me getting the letters backwards. That was me. Actually, I did. Actually, I added an E and flipped it entirely backwards. He didn't exactly look ecstatic to be there, but he also didn't look like he hated it. Hey there, I'm Leah. I think Jean might have mentioned me to you. You hold your breath, hoping Jean wasn't lying about paying for the night. Girl, are you broke? Dante looks up and down for a moment with a puzzled look before looking down at his phone. Oh, guess he did. Alright then. He sighs to himself before standing up. You're stunned for a quick second as he towers over you. I'm the new hottie. Alright, he turns to grab a couple papers from the shelf of files and books behind him. With a soft thump, a pile of paperwork falls in front of you. Okay, Leah, all you have to do is sign a few things and you should be good to go. You write down your information, occasionally glancing up towards him. He was back in his seat, tapping on the table with a pen and glaring right into your soul. Jeez, creepy. All done. He slides over a small metal key with a slight rust on its edge. Your room number is 69. Don't make too much noise and no hot water past 9 p.m. Even for small amounts like tea. How do you know? Okay, good night. Thanks. Bye. He ignores you and goes back to scrolling on his phone. Is Dante not dateable? Because he doesn't have a face right now. Isn't he just the most hospitable? You walk around the hostel mentally counting each door and giggling to yourself over the childish number. You eventually end up on the second floor, finding your room right by the stairs. Usually 69 would be on floor 6, room 9, but alright. Okay, Jean, let's hope this room isn't that bad. Taking a sharp breath, you insert the key and turn, not expecting much of a view. Whoa! For being a rundown place, this was a pretty nice room, much better than you would have expected for the interior or lobby. This looks like a college dorm room, honestly. 2 large windows greeted you, luminescent moonlight shining through and illuminated the dark room. Despite being summer, the well-conditioned room made a cool breeze wash over your body. Not bad, Jean, not bad. I guess it wouldn't hurt to Leafy the room a little. I can Leafy it! Dropping your backpack and kicking up your shoes, you begin to set up the room to fit more to your liking. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I hope this doesn't crash. You know what, Justin? Oh, no, wrong button. Okay, I guess we're gonna use this because I can't use the controller. Plushies. Clock. No, I don't want a clock. Wall. Mirror? No, thank you. Desk. Shells. Oh. Oh, there's more options. You can't see them. Corkboard. I can have a Hatsune Miku and it has... Oh my god! Okay, maybe that. Fairy lights. Not really. Yeah, we're gonna go with the corkboard. Corkboard wins. Alright, on the desk, we can have a conch shell plant, a lava lamp, a framed photo of nothing in particular. The desk is fine. I only chose clock and plushies. I didn't scroll. Oh. Hangable surfboard. Oh. Wooden. Oh. Buoy. Eh. Oh, wheel. Why does she have all this stuff in her bag? I didn't notice it. It's okay. Again, it's new. They didn't tell you what to do. Okay. We're gonna go with that. That just adds to the room. Gives it a little... We're by the beach. I guess I could do the plant on the desk. I don't like the conch shell. And I don't know who's in this photo. Alright, I think we did it. Yeah, where was the surfboard? Yeah, where did you put that? Why do you have a steering wheel, come to think of it? Why did you have a buoy? Don't worry about it. This is all I do. Why does she have a whole corkboard in her stuff? Taking a step back, you place your hands on your hips and let out a satisfied sigh to your newly decorated room. You're staying here maybe for a few days. There we go, much better. You change out of your clothes before falling onto the comfort of the bed and not questioning what might be on that bed. That's fine. Your body melts into the mattress and you quietly thank Jean for being generous enough to rent you a room. This beats the car anyway. Yeah, but like... Were you gonna stay in the car? Thoughts about ways to repay him linger as you soothe to sleep by the night's embrace. You could buy him lunch. That's always good. Sunday! I feel like I want like those little yay! Like 5 Nights at Freddy's, you completed a night. Your eyes gently flutter open to the sight of the hostel room lightly glazed with a warm sunrise glow. You raise your body slowly and stretch, feeling much better than you did the day prior. Hopping off the bed, you take small steps into the bathroom and get yourself ready for the day ahead. Yay, you survived, right? I mean, it's the vibe after like you rode in a car with a stranger. Guy tells you it's gonna take a few days to fix your car. Is it? Is it gonna take you don't even know what's wrong with it. It could be just like one thing and you won't even need a part for it. Thankfully, the hostel was kind enough to include toiletries and fresh towels. Actually, wait, hostels usually make you share a room, so you should even have a private room to yourself, come to think of it. Much better. Taking one last look at yourself in the mirror, you gather your essentials and leave the room. As you step into the lobby, you're met with Dante's grouchy face. He's sitting behind the front desk with his legs up and a magazine in hand. Good morning, Dante. He gives you a quick glance before placing his attention back to the magazine. Good morning, Good morning, Leah. Sorry, I thought you were saying it again. Did you get a good night's rest? Despite asking, you could tell it was more of an automated response for good customer service than genuine curiosity. I'll take it. Baby Gronk interlinked? What? You know what? I want to try something. Yeah, I actually did. Although it did suck seeing a few rats run around. Then I saw a person on my balcony. No way, is this guy hearing anything I'm saying? Is Baby Gronk the new Riz King interlinked? You might have pushed your luck a little too hard as he turned to you with his eyebrow fully raised and mouth agaped. I'm sorry. What in God's name were any of the words you just said? Anyways, I was wondering if there was anywhere nearby I might be able to get a bite. I'm pretty hungry. I really haven't had anything but trail mix. There's a diner not too far from here. You had me at there was somebody on my balcony and just the ... after that. Just walk down the road and you'll run into it, I'm sure. He reaches under his desk and pulls out a pamphlet, holding it out to you. Thanks, man. While I'm here, could I know how much it'll cost for another night here? You reach your hand into your pocket for your wallet. About 70, no more, no less. You freeze. You aren't broke, but you definitely don't have enough money to pay $70 a night. Plus, there was still a cost of whatever repairs need to be done to your car. This is a hostel. Hostels are usually like $40 a night because you're sharing it with other people. I'm not sure I can afford that, actually. I might have to find somewhere else to crash. Dante sighs. Look, there's no other place you can stay here. It's a small town, kid. It's either pay up or get comfy on the streets. You shuffle uncomfortably hearing this. You really don't like the idea of sleeping outside, but you seriously don't have enough money for another night. Do you really not have $70? Girl, why were you going home? Like, what do you mean? Like, don't take a trip unless you have like $1,000. That's just like an extra 1,000, like an extra. You should already have money for the trip that you plan on spending, and then $1,000 in case of emergencies. And even then, that's an emergency situation that might not be even enough. But hear me out. You want to be good. You want to be good. You want to survive. Dante clears his throat to get your attention. You didn't even realize you were completely zoned out. He gives you a pitied sigh and looks up at you, putting his magazine down on his desk. I'm not sure if you'll be up for it, but I heard from word of mouth that the diner I mentioned was hiring. Could be a long shot, but it's the best chance you have right now. Yeah, but if this is a small town, what do they pay at a diner? And since you're friends with Gene, I guess I can lower it to $50 a night. You good with that? You tap your fingers impatiently on the counter. You aren't sure about getting a job in a town you don't even plan to stay long in, especially during a time that was supposed to be a vacation of sorts. Sure, but you're stuck here right now. Am I right, girl? You want to sleep on the streets? Go for it. All the ideas have been bad. After weighing out your options, working for a while compared to being homeless in an unfamiliar place doesn't seem bad at all. All right, I'll keep that in mind when I grab a bite. Thanks again. He gives you a cordial nod before leaning back into his chair to continue reading his magazine. Okay. This is a pretty bustling small town. I feel like you walk around the town, a pamphlet in hand and a goal to fulfill at the diner. Where is the diner? As you scan your surroundings for the diner, you hear a disheveled, red-haired man I was like, how do you hear redhead? Struggling with a heavy load of paint canisters in his arm. His grip falters ever so often, and the cans threaten to slip from his arms and crash to the ground. Leave to find the diner! Help him out, don't be mean. Running over, you brace yourself against the heavy wooden frame door and shove it open with your back. The scent of old parchment and pine immediately hits your face as soon as you open the door. It was me. I'd be like, I will do that because my ass not sleeping on the streets. Yeah, right? Like, she's like, I don't know if I want to get a job here. He literally said either pay or go live on the streets. He gave you an option. But also, like, she should have money. She should have money. Like, she shouldn't be broke on a trip. What? It's comforting, nostalgic almost. The man gives you a quick thanks and rushes in, disappearing behind a curtain at the back of the store. Your eyes widen around the building. You had entered and noticed the wooden shelves lining the walls stacked with books. A bell. Some looked old and worn, while others looked new and untouched. You gently push the door shut and step into the store, and a soft ding echoes, signaling your entrance. I think maybe you shouldn't have entered someone's estate just because you helped them. You feel the warmth of the sun fade as you move further inside. With your hands outstretched, you glide your fingers across the long rows of books, feeling their distinct textures and designs. Looking up at one of the shelves, a familiar title catches your eyes, and you make your way towards it. I haven't seen this series in forever. Wait, was there always this many volumes? Trails of Tempest. The series that held so many fond memories to your childhood. That depends though. MC probably paid for some college books. I always hear that college students be broke no matter what. I never went to college. But she graduated this year. Hear me out. She's taking a trip. You shouldn't take a trip broke. It's just not safe for you. Like right now, the situation she's in. I don't know this story. How can I have an opinion on it? You hated reading, but this one was the exception. You loved reading, and this one was your favorite. Maybe college fees. What the hell do I know? Same. What do I know? All I know is that I don't take a trip if I'm broke. Like, don't do it. You and your friends would read occasionally. There isn't an option that really fits my mood. I like reading. That's true. She could have told her parents. She could have told her parents her car broke down. She hasn't even called them. Reading was a common pastime for you. The trials of Tempest happen to be your favorite. We all made stupid choices. That's true. That's my soul right there. Rather than going outside or playing with friends, you chose instead to get comfortable in your bed and read. I did both. Can't blame MC because I'm stupid as fuck. Oh my god. I'm feeling homesick, forgot completely about parents. Yeah, she's like, this place will do. There's people here, and it's like home. Eventually, the author stopped producing new volumes, so any hope of new stories was quickly dimmed out. You're quite tall, so grabbing the book wasn't an issue. Being on the shorter side, you struggle to reach the book. I am 5'2". We've had this conversation. I am not a tall person. You smile to yourself and reach out for the book, getting on your tiptoes and struggling to reach it. Your legs wobble a bit as your feet strain against the ground, a small ache growing through your arm. I chose the second one. Well, you are taller than me, Asia. But you don't give up, stubbornly reaching and stretching for the book like a small child reaching for a cookie jar on a high shelf. Suddenly, hey, you're taller than me. I just said the truth. Don't remind me I'm not. I said you're taller than me. What does that mean? Suddenly, a shadow looms over you, and you feel a large hand gently rest on your shoulder. Why do all the boys touch you in this game? What's happening? The subtle pressure makes you lay your feet flat on the ground, floor grounding you and releasing the tension in your body from stretching. You watch as another hand gently grabs the book before you could. Okay. Is this like that person that like is acting like they're gonna help you get the chips down and then they keep the chips and then they leave? You turn around and see the man from earlier smiling softly at the book, brushing off any dust from its cover. A low chuckle escapes him and he shifts his gaze towards you.
Trials of Tempest. I'm surprised anyone else knows about this book.
I used to love this series as a kid. What about you? He holds the book out to you, letting you take hold of it. You take it, observing its cover. Yep, definitely haven't read this volume yet. I'm sure almost everyone's read it. Say nothing, because like that doesn't make anyone uncomfortable. When someone asks you a question, you say absolutely nothing back. Me too, I've never seen this one before. Aww, his sketch version. Look at him. His hair didn't look red in the first moment. Alright. Why are all the boys so blushy all the time? This is a special copy, actually. I bet you thought it ended at Journey to the Storm God, right? You nodded. That was the last volume released before the author stated publicly that he was too old to continue the series. The author actually used to live in this town. He'd write out a few more stories and kept them in this very shop. You look back down at the book. There were more, and the author was from here? Is it your dad? You certainly didn't expect that when your car broke down on some random road. Honestly, if you were such a big fan, maybe you should have already known that he was from here.
Hey.
Hey, how about for helping me earlier, I'll lend you the books. You can take this one with you, just come back for the next few volumes. Len takes notice of your confused expression and chuckles again. I work here, don't worry. I might look rough, but trust me, I'm not a fan of breaking and entering. What did I think? You were stealing? And the story isn't that popular anyways. No one would notice if they weren't in stock. Plus, you're new, right? Dante mentioned we had a new face in town. Dante's out here telling people my business. Is he also telling you I'm broke and that I can't afford to stay at the hostel? We don't have much except for this one cool thing, so I want to give you something from our little corner of the world to remember. Aww. You smile and put the book in your backpack. Thank you, I'll take care of it. He takes notice of the pamphlet in your hand.
Were you looking for Cup of Joe Mama?
Were you looking for Cup of Joe Mama? Yes, actually, Dante said it was just down the road, but I can't find it anywhere.
Down the road? It's literally on the other side of town. In fact, any further from here and you'd be at the beach.
Dante's just giving me bad directions. You pause for a moment and mentally facepalm yourself. Dante never specified which direction to go, and you had ended up going the wrong way. If Tall was chosen, how would you meet him? He would probably just be like, don't touch my books. Also, what happened for Middle? Did he also get the book for you? Could you still not reach the book? You're like, you're so tall, but yet for some reason the book's still so high. And this guy's 7'7", so obviously. I don't consider myself tall, but I wonder. I use my height for everything, honestly. If something drops on the ground, I'm like, oh, you're so tall. Can you pick that up for me? And my friends are just like, you can reach that. And I'm like, you have more waist. You can bend further. He stifles his laugh with his hand and shakes his head. Classic Dante, man, he's an asshole. You can't help but laugh along. It was sort of comforting to hear that it just meant Dante was rude to everyone and not just you. Truthfully, you were starting to feel like he had a personal vendetta against you. What were the paints for? Are you friends with Dante? Leave for the diner. All right, bye. Thanks for the book. See you later. So may I ask what the paints were for? Oh, I guess you shouldn't have asked. Just a little something I've been trying to work on. It's not too big. His lip curls into a strained smile, the dimple on his cheek becoming more noticeable. Oh, he's got a dimple. I was thinking he was an asshole, and then he said the same thing I was thinking. Honestly, sometimes people are just assholes. Alright. Also, when did Dante have a chance to talk to people? Do they have a group chat? I want in the group chat. Are you friends with Dante? You seem to know him pretty well. Are you and Dante friends? Something like that. He knew my old boss, so I guess we're more acquaintances. He usually comes over for new magazines or just books for the hostel lobby. I see. I guess I should get going as long as my stomach... Any longer my stomach might burst. Who's an A? Dante? Yes, Dante. Dante is a butthole. Well, I'm gonna go to the diner before I miss out on breakfast. Thanks again for the book. No problem. He pauses for a moment. Yeah, ask me for my number. Do it. Leah? Leah, no problem. Leah. Oh, did you not do it?
By the way, it's nice to meet you.
His name's Andrew. Nice to meet you too, Andrew. I'll see you around. You give him a smile and wave goodbye as you leave the bookstore. He didn't get my number. I feel incomplete now. So the diner's on the other side of town. God, kill me now. Following Andrew's advice, there it was. The word Cup of Joe Mama plastered not only on the sign above, but also hand-painted on the window. Your stomach grumbles the second you lay eyes on it. This was your sign to make a break for it. I'm censoring myself because I don't know if Twitch is too strict if words are not. If it'll trigger and I have to approve it if it's something like haughty or naked. I haven't had any words been like straight up banned. You open the door immediately, hit with the sweet smell of roasted coffee beans and greasy bacon. How cozy. You make a beeline to a booth, ringing the small steel bell on the table. You take a look around. They have little bells on the table to get person's attention, but also like give them a second. Look around before you ring the bell. I was like, I'm going to do Kai's route, but I saw Andrew and I was like, him! But then Vince, Six Love Interest, shows up and I'm like, I'll do you first. Okay, Asia, like, be careful. It's a lot. Also, we do our least favorite to favorites. Well, I do. That way I have something to look forward to. Nope, yes, be careful. You gotta be mindful. You can't do everyone. The place is filled with familiar families of all sizes, though you can only see one waiter. It's in a small town. I don't know if we need to ring to people to see us. I meant it that way. I know how you meant it, and that's why I want you to be safe. Remember, protection is necessary. He seems to have his full attention on the cash register, and you ring a bell like an asshole to get his attention. Like just ding, ding, ding. All right, I'm ready. His head perks up from the register, and you watch as he grabs a small notebook rushing over to you.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
This is a child. This is a child. Aww. I see. My brain just broke. Sylveon, that's... Trans? Is that right? Did I do this right? Did I just remember it correctly? Okay. A mustached host. He is me. I look like 14, but I'm 23. It's okay. I scare people all the time when I tell them my age, so I'm familiar with the concept. Can I do for you today? He's a bit quiet, but nonetheless, you understood him perfectly. Is it a bad time to order? No, definitely not a bad time. The other waiters are just on leave. Summer, you know? Summer, when it's busy at a restaurant, you know. He gives you a toothy grin and you can't help but smile back. He suddenly raises an eyebrow, his eyes trailing your face. Or love interest right here. Is this all the demo is? Is just going through all the love interests? Are you new here? I don't think I've seen you around before. Why do you ask? Like, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about me for? Excuse me, I'm just here for an order. Like, do you mind? Be nice. Why does she have the choice to be a villain all the time? Yeah. My car broke down, so I'm here until that gets fixed. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. No problem. My good friend Kai can get that all sorted for you, I'm sure. Did he just sit down with me? I love it. This is the most personal. I'm screenshotting this one. This is like, he's like, let me sit down with you at your booth so you feel more. I woke up and chose violence. Honestly, she did most of the time. He's like, let me take your order. Let me just sit down. I hit a button. I didn't mean to hit the button. Hang on. You continue to... Okay, wait. Does this actually move forward? I actually hit this button. I don't usually hit that button, which I guess goes forward. Okay. I just make sure that was what it did. Please. You continue explaining the situation to him, not holding back on the little details. It's a busy diner. He just talked about how many people are there. You're like, oh my god. And then this guy pulled over on the side of the road, and I was like, do I trust him? But then he showed me he was a sheriff, and I was like, of course I trust him. Like, he's a sheriff. Like, nothing bad has ever happened in a car alone with a guy if he shows you a badge. And so then we're driving, right? And then I fall asleep because I'm so tired. And when I wake up, the sun is setting, and he's dropped me off in front of this hostel, and he's like, don't worry, I paid for your night. And I was like, oh my god, that's so nice, but like my car is on the side of the road. So then I went to Kai's diner, not the diner, sorry, garage, and he's pretty cute, right? You think Kai's cute? I think he's kind of cute. And then he said he's gonna try and fix my car, but he told me it might take a few days. And then I was like, okay, I understand. So then I decorated my room. I woke up, and then Dante told me it's $70 a night. Can you believe that? $70 for a hostel on a beach town. It looks like no one's there but me. Is that why he's charging me so much? Then he told me to get a job, line up at a bookstore. And then I got lost, and then I'm here. Anyways, how are you? So much so that you hadn't noticed he was now sitting in front of you. His eyes don't seem to leave yours, paying close attention to your words, a stark difference from Dante. It was pretty refreshing. Wow, that sounds like a lot, but hey, what a trip with an empty stomach, right? As if on cue, your stomach emits a loud rumble, which makes the both of you burst out laughing.
Well then, what would you like to eat? On the house. I know you're low in cash right now.
Dude, that's too sweet. Stop getting handouts. First, someone gave you a room to stay for free. Gave you a book? I don't think the mechanic offered you anything for free except for his phone number, so. You know, considering the hostel and the car cost, are you sure? I don't mind using a few dollars. Look at them. They match. These two match so well. They're on the same level. He shakes his head, his messy blonde waves bouncing as he does. Take it as a welcoming gift. You look down at the worm worn out menu laid before you. Well, if you insist, I'll get... Ooh! I can order anything I want. Fruit salad, mushroom soup, cinnamon rolls, beans on toast. It's fine. Eggs Benedict, that's fine. Omelette. Ooh, pancakes, waffles. These, I never finish these. Pancakes and waffles, delicious. They're great. I can never finish them. Omelets, I love an omelet. Eggs Benedict, I don't like it that much. Beans on toast, pretty good. Cinnamon rolls, I can, but is it good for breakfast? My stomach actually just growled. I don't know why. Mushroom soup, love mushroom soup. But if this is breakfast time, we're gonna go with an omelette. Do you want anything inside this omelet? I don't think I should have this many choices. If he's vegan, he's gonna hate me. How many things can I pick? Hang on, I don't just do one thing. I do cheese and ham. There's no ham on this option. You know, we'll do mushrooms. Yeah, that's fine. They don't have ham. Would you like anything else? I don't want anything else. Wait. There's no option to not pick anything else. I don't want him to keep buying me stuff. It's not our responsibility if he's a vegan. This part I accidentally ordered a lot because I didn't scroll down and see there it's all choices, but I was literally hungry real life. Wait, is there more choices? Did I miss something? It says if I want anything else, but I don't want anything else. Bacon and eggs. Whoa. Where'd these bacon and eggs come from? The rolls. Why is it our issue? First off, if you smoke, think of it this way. If you smoke, do you, like, if you're a non-smoker, do you want to be someone that smokes? Like, it's not that he'll dislike me. It's just that it'll be a little harder. Not everyone's like that. My best friend who's vegan isn't like that. She never cares. But, like, I've known vegans who get upset if you do. There's no option not to pick anything else. I don't want to pick anything else, buddy. You gave me an omelette. You know what? We'll do the cinnamon rolls. Please stop. I don't want anything else. How do I end this? No. No, please. Please let me end this. How do I end this? Smoke is one thing, but I can't know if he's a vegan. True, but I'm just saying, again, I think I've done this multiple times at Atomi games. When they light up a cigarette, I'm like, you're not cute anymore. If you're a vegan and you want to be with someone who's a vegan, that's kind of similar where you're like, they're not cute anymore. How do I end? Just order more. It's fine. I don't want to order more. Biscuits and gravy, actually. Why can't I stop this? Please let me stop this. Skip? How do I skip? Is Skip gonna do it? Grilled cheese sandwiches? What's happening? Did I break it? Did I break it? I broke it. Oh, I broke it. I didn't want to keep ordering food from a guy who told me he's gonna pay for my meal. There's no skipping this. I gotta keep ordering stuff. Tell me I can stop, please. I just want to stop. That's all. She ordered 7 things. Oh my god. I'm kind of a picky eater, so yeah, probably vegan option would not be the best for me. Alright, that'll be all. He looks up from his notebook after jotting it down, flashing you a friendly smile. Great, I'll be back in a bit with your order, miss. I ordered like $100 worth of food at this restaurant just now, and I should cry. I should just cry in this booth right now because I didn't want to. You watch the man make his way towards the kitchen where your eyes take notice of a help wanted poster messily plastered on the notice board. It looks as if it has been up there for a while as the corners are torn and stained with a mysterious liquid. It's free. We don't say no. I do. There's a difference between kindness, accepting kindness, and being greedy. And I don't ever want to come across as greedy. And taking more than you need is being greedy. I don't know. Oh, God. Dante's words echo through your mind as you reminded of your lack of money. Right, a job. I'll ask that waiter about it when he comes back, as he brings me, like, apparently a meal for 6 people. A few moments pass before you see him approach your booth, carefully holding your food and gracefully maneuvers through the tables nearby with a signature smile. Here you go. Hope you enjoy your meal. Just call out if there's anything else you'd like. It's free, my guy. You've given me too much already. He gives you a small nod and turns to leave. Wait, I saw that this place is hiring. Are positions still open, or am I too late? His head snaps towards you, his face painted with surprise and eyes gleaming with excitement.
Yes.
Yes, they're still open. Oh man, we've been looking for some help for ages. I'm so happy that you're interested. My mom would be like, too bad you don't eat this food. Yeah, thank you, Mom, for reminding me that I'm different. We pack the leftovers and eat them for dinner. She's like, she ordered enough food to eat for 3 days. And so she's going to take it all back to the hotel and just continue to eat it. Oh my God. Honestly, I'm a very picky eater. I used to always get the same thing at every restaurant forever. I used to be a very simple eater. At Taco Bell, I'd only get rice and beans. Like rice and beans burritos, that was it. Straight up rice, which by the way, they had really sad sides of rice at Taco Bell. His voice rises into a normal speech volume as he lets his eagerness show. Taking a quick glance around the bustling diner, it's obvious to anyone that they were severely understaffed. You give him a big smile. You can tell he's going to be a great coworker. That is, if you get hired. So, am I going to need to submit my resume to apply? Who should I talk to? You peek past his figure to see if you can spot a manager running around. His face fills your view as he moves his head to meet your searching eyes. His smile was unwavering. I think the person you're looking for is yours truly, miss. Do you own this diner, my guy? No wonder he calls it Joe Mama's. Oh, no worries about the resume. You're hired. I would at least like to know your name, though. You raise an eyebrow at him. You are happy to be employed, but you question the practices of a diner under this man's management. Why? What makes you think he can't manage a diner? You notice his fidgeting with his uniform as the two of you speak. You wonder how he even survived this long in this line of work, being the quiet man he is. Right, my name is Leah. Oh, Leah, you can finish eating here and meet me in the back. I'll be happy to show you all you need to know. That doesn't mean she starts today, but I guess. Without another word, he starts to walk away before quickly turning his head to look at you again. I think his family owns it, but he's manager now. Is his name Joe? Because then it's Joe Mama's Cafe.
By the way, my name's Chris. It was nice to meet you.
Nope, his name's Chris. Chris then continues to the register where a small line of people are waiting to pay. This feels like a Denny's. Anytime I've been to a Denny's, there's always a line. True story, there was a line so long at one point, someone just walked out. They got tired of waiting. Like, they tried to get someone's attention 3 different times so they could pay because they wanted to leave. And the person just kept going, yeah, in a minute, to the point that she finally said, we're going. I was right by the checkout when that happened, and I was like, kind of don't blame her. Like, dude. It was nice to meet you too, Chris. He's already busy with another customer by the time you answer back. Once full and content, you make your way towards the staff door. Well, you can only assume it's the staff door. Chris flew out of it with a few dishes in hands moments before. I feel bad for him because he's the only one that works here. Yeah, that's a lot. Wait, does he do prep and running? Or as you step through, your nose is hit with a delicious mixture of aromas created by all the different meals being prepared. You're smelling escapades. Oh God. Your smelling escapade is interrupted by Chris hastily bustling through the swirling door, dirty plates stacking in his hands. He lets out a small gasp upon seeing you.
Hey.
Are you scared that I'm here? Oh, hey, give me a second. What's going on with his hand? You nod as he rushes past you, quickly placing the dishes in the water-filled metal sink. They hit the bottom of it with a muted clink. Chris grabs a cloth, drying his hands while he turns to you. He lets out an exhausted sigh. We'll start with your training in just a moment. I need this. His eyes tell you everything you need to know as he looks at you. He has probably been on his feet all day. You watch as he lays back on the wall, sweeping away some sweat droplets on his forehead. His slightly disheveled hair frames his face as he gazes at the ceiling. Trans pride and pokeballs, yas! If it's a small town, it makes sense, but they're acting like this is a crazy busy small town. So I feel like, and again, I'm from a small town. I don't know. It's weird, right? So like in small towns, it depends on how small this town is. I don't know how small this town is. I'm from really small towns. Like I'm talking like under 1,000 people. A lot of the diners were run by families, but usually they would hire like their kids' friends for the summer and stuff like that. So there'd be extra bodies if it was busier. And that was it. Like you didn't get paid, to be clear, you didn't get paid the legal minimum wage in small towns. They didn't do that because they couldn't afford to. They weren't busy. Like I remember that. I remember that stuff. Like, you can't actually get paid this less, but this is how much we can't afford to pay you. His slightly disheveled hair frames his eyes as he gazes at the ceiling. His eyes suddenly meet yours, a shock running through your body. You quickly look away, embarrassed that he caught you. From the corner of your eye, you see him straighten up and sheepishly reach a hand behind his neck. A single thought then slaps you out of your embarrassment. There's a bio of the love interest on Twitter, Lavandier Studio, if you want to know more about the love interest. If it's not in the game, I don't want to know. Wait, did he say training? Hold on, we're starting our training now? Are you sure this is the best time? He's like, yes, we learn on the job. Also, there's a relationship image to show if love interest got good, bad relationship with each other. Are you saying because this is a small town that even the people within the small town don't like each other sometimes? Chris drops his hands and nods his head gently. We need help as soon as we can possibly get it. This summer has been one of the busiest, so I would love if I could work with you right away. If that's okay with you, of course. Oh, you can get them to date each other? No. Instantly shut down. How dare you? What Asia means is just like their like friendship gauge, like if they like each other in terms of like if they get along. Or if one of them is like Dinkelberg all the time, that kind of attitude, yeah. His eyes wander away and his voice trails off into a faint whisper towards the end of the sentence. I was hoping to explore the town a little more. You know what? You need money, girl, and you just got free food. So, oh my god, wait, he just gave her free food. Didn't I just talk about everyone keeps giving her things? Oh my god. Yeah, of course. That's okay with me. I'll be glad to help you out. I can't leave you in your time of need. You give him a reassuring smile and place your hand on your hip, excited to lend a hand to your newfound friend. All right, then, teach me your ways. You go, senpai. Time seems to fly with only a couple of minutes of your shift remaining. You paid careful attention to any upcoming orders. Now's not the time to be making any mistakes. It could hinder your chances to leave early. It's her first day on the job and she's already ready. She's like, I'm ready to get the F out of here. It must have been a different game I was thinking of that did love triangles. Dude, I love triangles. They don't do them a lot in Otome games. I've also said this multiple times where I wish that if you had like a female best friend and you pick a love interest, she ends up with someone that's also a love interest. The games never do that either. Like the girl from Paradigm Paradox, she would have been so cute in a relationship. You peer out the serving hatch towards Chris, preparing yourself to cook like your heart depends on it. Yes, give me more story and substance. Give me things. Last couple minutes, we can do this. The familiar bell of the door rings and you quickly fix your eyes towards the entrance. Is this going to be another person? Instead of a small family or elderly person like you've seen all day, a young man walks in. He looks probably in his early 30s. His slick, long blonde hair frames his face. His captivating eyes made it almost hard for you to look away. You feel like you've seen him somewhere, but you can't quite put your finger on it. The fifth love interest. Wait, hola. And that's to say, he didn't look the most approachable. Is it Dante? He looks around with a slight scowl, seemingly prepared to book it. Your eyes briefly meet, and you can almost swear he gave you a half smile before finding a booth to be seated in. He doesn't look like one of the town folks at all. Could he be another visitor? You turn to look at Chris, who seems to be just as puzzled as you are, and also just as turned on. Just kidding. He shrugs at you and clutches his small notepad, making his way over to the man. You aren't sure if it's because he's tired or not, but Chris's usual upbeat manner for new customers looked diminished. Welcome to Cup of Joe Mama. What can I get you today? Since you started working with Chris, you've noticed a pattern with him. At first, he sticks with his usual script of asking someone what they want, but if the customer went off script and asked something he wasn't used to hearing, he'd falter.
Can I get the omelette?
That's what I ordered. Oh my god, is this Hal? It's Hal, isn't it? I don't know. We'll screenshot it. This is a little more tedious than what I screenshot on There might be an easier way to screenshot. Did I just make the entire screen move? I didn't mean to. Alright.
But with just the egg whites. And lightly beaten, not whisked. Whisking makes my face bloat.
I like his accent. I've got to shoot next week. I can't be bloated now, can I? Use pink Himalayan salt if possible. I don't want any preservatives in my system. Oh, and hold on any extra spices. I'm a simple man. Just salt, pepper, and a hint of tarragon and a pinch of cumin will do. I hate him. He takes care of himself. Yeah, he knows what he wants. He's ordering. This is a restaurant. I am reaching for a napkin, by the way, because my nose is stuffy. Yeah, I can appreciate that too. There's nothing wrong with ordering what you want. Here's the thing. We just talked about how some of us are picky eaters here. That means that sometimes when I order a hamburger, I have to be like, and I don't want you to put lettuce on that or tomato on that, but yes to onions and no pickles, but like a hint of pickles would be fine. If you put pickles on it, I won't be mad. I'll take them off. I like the aftertaste of pickles. I just don't want pickles on my sandwich because for some reason that crunch I do not want on my sandwich, but I do like pickles. It's nothing against pickles. It's just that moment. The way he said it is just so annoying. Yeah, but he's just doing what he wants. Plus, he looks like Hal. He wasn't mean about it. He didn't say, peasant, do what I ask. He's like, if you can. I don't know. I'm on his side right now. He's trying. Also, don't cook it the American way. Do it French. I prefer my food authentic. You are authentic. Yes, sir, you are at a diner. Okay. I'm such a sucker for long hair. You're like, we don't see red flags anymore. I'm like, ooh, look at those glasses. I like those chains on your glasses and your hair and that jacket. The well-suited man nodded his head towards the large window beside him, the words authentic homemade recipes plastered outside in large red font. Yes? Good. The man pulls out his wallet and pays for his food. I've never seen anyone pay before they got their food. Chris comes back with a small torn page, slowly pushing it over to you. It's my first day. I am not authentic. Sorry, Lee. I didn't get most of that. Oh, don't worry. I did. It's all right, Chris. I'm sure none of the things he mentioned are real anyways. There's no such thing as cumin. It's not real. He's just making words up. He giggles and nods. Yeah, okay, do your best anyways. With that, Chris leaves to clean a few empty tables from the customers that have just left. How hard could it be? Crack a couple eggs, separate the yolks and the whites, and mix it lightly. You got it, Leah. You grab a bowl and confidently crack the first egg, successfully separating the yolk with the whites with ease. Oh my god, I'm basically Gordon Ramsay. This is me anytime I make food in the kitchen. Oh god. I could never do food service. I have a mouth no filter. I can barely do customer service these days. I literally told someone on the phone the other day, I'm like, are you gonna be nice? Because they were being mean to me. And then they were like, excuse me. I'm like, nah. I'm like, I'm gonna get in trouble for this call. I haven't heard back yet. I'm sure I will though. Feeling optimistic, you move on to the second egg. However, this time the yolk breaks and drips into the egg whites. A little yolk won't hurt. He probably won't even notice. I get to choose exactly how I wanted my omelet. I can't have her fix that. Don't do this. You start mixing, aiming for a light and fluffy look despite your efforts. However, the whites refuse to cooperate. I should just whisk it at this point. No. First off, omelets, you're not trying to make it fluffy. He will notice. I will notice. Omelets are one of the few things I can make, actually. She's making me sad. You hold onto the whisk with a strong grip and move vigorously, trying to salvage the situation instead of foaming soft peaks. Are you making a meringue or are you making an omelet? They remain stubbornly runny and lackluster. Wow, this is not giving chippy. Chipley. Whatever, let's just cook this thing. You heat up a nonstick pan and pour the egg mixture into it. The consistency looks far from ideal. What did he want in it again? He only mentioned spices, right? Whatever regular salt and pepper never hurt anyone. You sprinkle some grated cheese and chopped vegetables onto the layer of egg whites, topping it all off with salt and pepper. As you attempt to fold it, it tears. You manage to patch it up the best you can, but it's clear that this is not the fine Tiest-worthy egg white omelet you've envisioned. Maybe make another one. As you plate the omelet and hand it to Chris, you can't help but feel a mix of disappointment and embarrassment. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks. We're gonna get oof. Oh, he doesn't look as cute here. What the heck? He looks cuter in this sketch. He looks angry though. Chris, unaware of the small war you had with the man's oddly specific recipe, makes his way over to present it to the customer. What happened here? Chris tries to speak, but he cuts him off. No, actually, I know what happened. Your chef is terrible. Just look at this omelet. It's obvious she can't separate the yolks from the whites, and it's most definitely whisked. Not to mention that it's clear to anyone's eyes that it's under-seasoned. I'm deeply sorry, sir. It's actually her first day. Before Chris could even finish his sentence, the man puts a hand up and stands up from his seat. His figure towers over Chris, looming over him. They look the same height in this moment.
Did you even try to get my order right? I bet you wrote it down wrong, because there is no way a chef could mess such a simple order up.
I could sue you for this. Do you even know who I am? Shit, this could get messy. You swiftly exit the kitchen and rush over next to Chris, hoping to defuse the situation. Defend him? How are you defending him? Like, you were taking the blame is defending him, isn't it? You made the mistake. Suing for an omelet. I went off on him. Sir, this isn't his fault. It's mine. I was the one in the kitchen. The customer takes a moment to gloss over your figure. Why? I chose defend, Chris. I can try to make another one if you'd like properly this time. Okay, here's the thing. I work in retail, and de-escalation is what you want. It's one of the questions I ask. How do you de-escalate a situation? I ask that sometimes. And the point is to not agree, but repeat it back to them like you're listening. And then, you know, that's frustrating. Yeah, let me see what I can do that I can help. How can I help? I want to help. You're not helping, by the way. You're not. You're saying you want to. It's whole different. I don't feel bad for going off on him. It's okay. Maybe he liked that. Maybe he likes you more. I can't work in a diner. I haven't worked in a diner before. I was told I could by someone. They thought I would be good at a diner. We like some spice. Yeah, but I also feel like defending him makes it less stressful environment. He rolls his eyes, sits back down, pushes the plate back towards you and Chris. No need. He sighs quietly with relief as the tension eases up. Oh, you exchange a nervous glance with Chris, grateful that the situation didn't escalate further. The man leans back into the booth seat, still eyeing you with a playful smirk on his face. I don't like that. Don't flirt with me. I'll most definitely be back another time, and you'll have a chance to redeem yourself. Oh, is he giving daddy vibes? Wait, despite his somewhat playful response, his tone still tinges with mild annoyance. You can't help but chuckle nervously. Wow, he's not asshole. I chose second option. I didn't care, so he was rude. I promise you that you won't be disappointed. Like, look at this girl in comparison to him. She looks like she matches with Chris's energy. And you two look like the weirdest mismatch I've ever seen. Chris, trying to diffuse any remaining tension, chimes in. Yeah, you know how it is with new recipes, right? Sometimes it takes a bit of practice to get them just right. Well, no, I don't know how it is with new recipes. I have enough to deal with day to day, so I have a personal chef. I don't regret it. I'll be nice in his own route. Oh, but I suppose you're right. I'm looking forward to that improved meal, Leah. You were about to say how he knew your name, but recalled your makeshift "Hi, my name is" sticker on your apron. Oh, well, if you don't already know, I'm Wyatt. Here's my business card. Does anyone here know who you are? I'll be going now. My appetite is ruined, and I have important matters to tend to. Till next time, Leah. Wyatt slides over his business card with a quick wink before getting back up and leaving the diner, making sure to nudge Chris on his way out. This is my first time seeing it. She said she thought he was familiar. Well, that's true, and he did say he has an important shoot, and he basically did that. Do you know who my father is, bit? Oh, man. But you nudged my boy? Like, F that. You pick up the card for information on the jerk. Wyatt Quinn Q? CEO of Wyckosoft? Now it made sense. His eyes. Not only is he a genius, but he's extremely popular due to his pretty eyes. We do him dirty and he still flirts. He's a hit in the modeling scene. You recall a couple of your friends fangirling over him, actually. Hey, Leah. Chris's gentle voice takes you out of your thoughts and you turn to look at him. Are you okay? I'm sorry about all that. We don't usually have customers like him. Oh, you know who my father is? Like, boy, shut up. And your family don't exist to me. Oh my god. Honestly, I feel like the right answer to anyone goes, you know who my father is? I'm like, I don't know, but would your father like to hear you shouting like this? Do you talk to him like this? You look down to the floor and plays with his sleeve awkwardly. You playfully flex your arms and make him smile a little. Well, besides that, your first shift is officially over. Here's your pay. Is it $70? Because I need $70. Snitch on him. He hands you a wad of cash from out his pocket. His sad demeanor seemingly disappears into thin air. Unless your father is Darth Vader, tell me why I care. Also, even if your father is Darth Vader, I don't think he cares about you, so... Thank you. Are you heading off as well? Chris gives you a strained chuckle and shakes his head. I wish I still have the lunch and dinner service to look after. Chris, go home. Plus, our other chef doesn't come in until 7 p.m. Someone's got to be here in the meantime. Has he always been working like this? Is it even legal for someone to be working this much? Not wanting to question more of his unhealthy work ethics, you simply nod and go into the locker room to gather your belongings ready to head off.
Hey.
MC pulled up You Know Who My Father card speakeasy. Very spicy visual novel. Ooh, it's a speakeasy. It's a hidden bar. It sounds like it has to be spicy. They're committing a crime. Before you go, my number. You should take it so I can talk to you about shifts or anything. All right. You both exchange contact information and you leave the kitchen waving goodbye to Chris as you leave. You look down at your phone as you exit, curious about the time. The number 1:30 p.m. shone brightly on your screen. Huh. Still pretty early. I thought I was here for longer. You shoulda been. Like, I imagine you got up at 10, got lost, probably was at the diner at 11. That's only 2.5 hours. Unless I'm crazy and you got up at 8, which is crazier. I guess it wouldn't hurt to just walk around. I just want to hug Chris. Like, we don't know anything about him, but you can tell he's always busy no matter what. It sounds like he has way too many responsibilities. Following the general direction of other town folks, you get to see more of what the town has to offer. Jean wasn't wrong. It really was a beautiful place. Can I text people yet? Can I just text people? Ugh. But I have contacts. Look at these. Look at these little beans. Man, I love fishing. Winky face? What does that mean? Occupation mechanics. Birthday, October 2nd. He's 22. He likes? He doesn't like. You can't text yet? That's so rude. Alright, well that's Kai's bio, I guess. Gene. Gene is 27. He's the sheriff. Stay safe, everyone. Okay. Chris. I need a break. Diner waiter, 20 years old, birthday February 15th. That was not too long ago. It was just his birthday. Wyatt, Forbes' 8th richest man, CEO, Microsoft. He's 30. He was born January 7th. It was also recently his birthday. Interesting. Well, this is rude. I like this. I'm not saving like I usually do because one, the save button's not in the right spot. Okay. Keep hiding it behind my camera. You will find yourself in this town square, a fresh breeze blowing through your hair as you take in your surroundings. Jean wasn't wrong. It really was a beautiful place. You find yourself in town square. Just said that twice, right? I read that twice, right? Right? I didn't like. Also, the way this it's supposed to look sandy, right? But it looks like that little girl is like turning into a Thanos moment. Like she's evaporating into thin air. The streets were crowded by people and had stalls lining them. Each stall proudly displayed their own unique product in cuisines, with the most notable being fish. Fish. As you walk past the stalls to observe them one by one, you catch sight of a familiar figure. Past his figure, you could see a shorter, silver-haired man who seemed to be talking with him. I pressed the button. I swear I did. Okay. The man had his arms crossed, drawing a tired look on his face. He isn't the kind of guy you would expect him to hang around. But then again, you don't necessarily know him well enough to be making that kind of assumption. Might as well go say hi. Grinning to yourself, you approach the duo and reach out to tap them on the shoulder. Gene turns towards you. His face lightens up as he realizes it's you. Oh, look at this emo boy. Look at this tattoo. Like, oh my god. Hi. It's nice to meet you. Oh my goodness. It's been a while. I don't even know who you are, actually. Leah, didn't expect to see you here. Have you been settling in well? Yep, I'm currently exploring a little right now. I even managed to get a job at Cup of Joe Mama. Cup of Joe Mama. I love that place. Great coffee to start the day with. I'll definitely be seeing you around a lot more. His eyes disappear from grinning widely at you. They did not. Your eyes briefly flutter to a silver-haired man. Upon noticing your gaze, the man sharply turns away. Well, he doesn't want to meet you. It's fine. Gene takes notice of your curiosity and takes a small step back, placing his hand on the stranger's lower back to lightly push him closer to you. Let me tell you, I was like, aw, so many times because Vince, he's just so adorable. I just want to hug him. Aw, look, he blushed. He looked at Gene with his eyes widened, startled by the sudden contact. Gene places his arm around the stranger's shoulder, tightening his grip slightly as he spoke. This here's my good old Vince Matador. Don't mind his behavior. He isn't used to new people. Mood, honestly. Vince's eyes narrowed as he gives Gene a curt glare before taking a glance at you. It was short-lived as he chose to give his attention to the ground beneath him instead. Honestly, saying nothing seems like the appropriate thing here. Should I be shy too? Here, we'll do that thing I don't usually do. I'll save. Oh man, it doesn't let me click on the screen. I'll save and I'll say nothing and see what happens. You look back at Gene and shrug. He looks at you and back at Vince. Gene sighs deeply. Come on, Vince. We talked about this. Vince bites the bottom of his lip before looking up at you.
Hey. Jean told me about you.
Once.
Quite the predicament you've gotten yourself into. With the car and all.
I just didn't want to sniffles with my camera on. Okay. He's got a nice voice. The question is it going to be fully voiced or is it just going to be part of it's voiced? Like every now and then they do a voice. Need to go. Bye, everyone. Bye, cutie. Have a good rest. Wait, is it late? I don't know what time it is right now for you. I know it was later last time. I do appreciate his voice. His voice is pretty quiet, sort of like Chris when he's nervous. Vince leans more to the mumbly side. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but that's not to say good things haven't come from it. It's still a vacation, I guess, minus my new job, of course. Vincent's attention wasn't on you by the time you had finished your sentence and was fixated on the ground once again. Honestly, mood, my guy. Not very late, but need to get some things. That's fair. Things are fun. Well, it's 8 p.m., honestly. If you want to be in bed by midnight, it's time. You're right. Vincent's attention wasn't on me by the time he finished the sentence. It was on the ground. Jean gently nudges Vince, jolting his attention back to you and the discussion at hand. It's like dangling keys. You need keys in your hand. After some sort of hesitation, Vince spoke back up. Well, that's an optimistic way to look at it. I'm glad you're not too bummed out about it. Vince's attention shifts back to Jean, who offers a nod of agreement. Silence fills the air for a moment before Jean clears his throat. Say, why don't you show Leah around, Vince? It's about time I head back anyways. I gotta get dinner started. Vince gives Jean a solemn look, his eyes practically begging for him not to leave. Jean, on the other hand, gave Vince a few gentle pats on the arm and a reassuring grin. All right, I'll leave you to it then. See you around, Leah. Bye, Jean. He waved goodbye as he turns his back to leave. Vince's face scrunches up as he yells out for Jean. You're a little taken aback as he has been pretty quiet up until now.
No, I never said I would. Jean, get back here.
Jean ignores his pleas as he takes a final look back to wave goodbye before disappearing into the crowd of people. Vince's shoulders drop in defeat. I
guess I could try to show you around. Unless you've already got plans.
He looks down to his thumbs, which he has been twiddling awkwardly for the past few minutes. He doesn't look entirely convinced to walk you around. Refuse the offer for his sake. Refuse the offer for your sake. Agree to walk with Vince, reluctantly agree to walk with Vince. What are plans? I just got here, yeah. I'm looking at Ichio's page so you can call the other love interest, but you won't be able to call Andrew because he's more reserved than other guys, but in extended demo you can call him. Rude. Super rude. Man, I'm gonna have to keep getting used to. I can't. It's not full control with my. All right, we're gonna save. Let's see. Okay, what should I do? Should I? I don't want to refuse. You know what? We'll do it. It might be too strong. Reluctantly agree to walk with Vincent. I'm gonna call him Vincent. It's gonna happen. Sure, why not? I don't have much else to do but sleep anyways. This is better use of my time. Vince seems almost disappointed when you say yes. His shoulders drop as he exhales. Didn't he ask me? What's with the attitude? Let's get on with it then. Vince's words sound half-hearted, and you begin to wonder if that was the right decision as the both of you are begin walking. It's hard for you at first to get used to this uncomfortable silence between you and Vince, but you eventually don't mind it. Interesting. Oh, why does it keep changing the camera angle when I do that? It shouldn't move. Oh, it's because it's a picture and I can move the picture. I see. Okay. Anyways. It's hard for you at first to get used to it. You don't mind. I don't mind silence. You've done more than enough talking today with the whole Wyatt situation, so the silence was more than welcome. I was just like, I'm taking a screenshot. Why is this screen moving? Oh my god. Vince keeps his eyes glued to the ground. His hands fidget with the various bracelets on his arm. So, he looks at me. Your voice trails off and you clear your throat nervously, struggling to find the right words. Let's just thank him. Hey, Vince. You speak gently, trying once again to break the ice. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to show me around. I know it must suck to be forced to hang out with a stranger, but it's really nice of you. Vince's shoulders visibly relax as your words seem to have positive effect on him. He looks down at you and gives you a half smile. Looks down at you. How much taller is he than me? Give me your number, Vince. I need your height. You have that saved in your phone, right? No, it doesn't suck. I just don't really get out much. I'm interested in every guy but Vince. He's just so adorable. Yeah, I used to be shy. I'm still not good talking to strangers. So you're not interested in Vince? You don't want to date this man? You don't want to date this awkwardly shy guy who's like, oh, I don't want to be alone with this person. You don't want someone who outward voices inside a lot? You should try the Touch-Starved demo horror romance visual novel. Is that also on Steam? Wait, did I close Steam? It's still open. Leah, what? I'm asking a question. Touch. Start. Oh, it looks cute. Oh, snap. This looks cute. Oh, no. Oh my god, what the heck? This has animation. Like, this looks good. What the heck is going on here? I'm interested in him, but I'm just saying that I'm obsessed with him. Oh, okay. You're interested in everyone. You're obsessed with this one. Got it. I'm sorry. Like, what is this game? When is this one coming out? Do I need to add this one? We'll do Touch-Starved tomorrow. I'm not even sure what to show you, really. It's spicy? Alright, I'm down for some spicy. Just remember, my instant reaction to spice is ugh. Like, I can't help it. It's just it's an internal response. It's like, I don't mind spice. My actions don't seem like I do, though. Just show me your favorite places. Maybe it'll help me get to know you a bit. He leads you to a place like his favorite record store and a cozy coffee shop. His genuine enthusiasm evident as he talks about them. Got it. So he's me. He's me. I thought I told you about Touch-Starved. Asia, I want to tell you something. You tell me about a lot of games. And I won't lie. I have a bookmark list of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 20 games right now that you have mentioned to me. And sometimes you will say a game and I'll go, ooh, that sounds interesting. And then you know what happens? I've already bookmarked it. I'm looking forward to your reaction to the Playboy then. It's not my fault. I'm saying I have ADHD and the memory of a goldfish. So yes, I could hear the same thing 10 times and I'll act like it's new each and every time. It's my fault. I'd be like, ooh, that sounds interesting. And then like I'll start typing it in on the search bar. And then like it's like auto-filling the rest of the words because I've already searched it before. There's a Playboy though. Here's the thing. Playboy characters I like. I like the boys that have like the confidence and that are a little bit suave, but they have to be respectful. They have to still be respectful. For real, it is my fault though, and I don't regret it. As long as you're happy. He leads you to places like his favorite record store, and he talks about them. As the two of you make your way around a familiar corner, your attention is drawn to Andrew's bookstore. Aww, he doesn't like Andrew's bookstore. Through the window, you catch a glimpse of him reorganizing books and engrossed in a conversation with a few customers. Vince's eyes naturally follow your gaze, and his steps come to an immediate halt. Let's go to another part of town. You turn to him and notice his eyes fixed on Andrew, though his expression isn't a pleasant one. Let's not ask him about it. We just met him today. Let's not bother him with that. If he looks upset, we're just gonna agree. Acknowledge his apprehension and you offer a reassuring nod. I probably shouldn't be prying. I can always ask about it again when I know him better. Exactly. Good job. He is so shy and respectful. Ooh. Wait, he's a playboy and shy? Wait. Sure, let's go somewhere else. I haven't been around there yet. You motion towards the opposite direction and offer him a gentle smile. His demeanor softens, a flicker of relief crosses his face as the hint of a smile tugs at the corner of his lips. As the both of you turn the corner, you suddenly hear the distant sound of music and applause. Are we gonna... I like his tattoo. I like tattoos. Oh, man. With your newfound curiosity getting the best of you, you follow the source and find yourself at a makeshift stage set up by what seems to be the town's local theater group. It's thinking. It's the game. It's not me. It's thinking. 7th love interest. Here we go. Wait, is there 7? How many is there? I pressed the button, by the way. It's just frozen again. The demo has been a little buggy. Won't lie. I don't want to break anything. Nope, I broke it. It's already broken. It's too late. Okay, there we go. I started with the mouse over here and I knew it was broken because the lollipop wasn't showing. Only 7? Okay. Okay, so this is our 7th love interest. Is this the one I was talking about then? Approaching closer to the stage, the crowd's enthusiasm starts to excite you too. Taking a glance at all the performers, it was hard not to be drawn into the guy with bright green hair. Nope. I guess it's not. I'll have to look at the cover again. You don't see that every day. Guess he really wanted to stand out, huh? Says the girl wearing a flower crown.
Ugh.
You turn to Vince, who has his arms crossed and brows furrowed. What's wrong? I'm just not a big fan of crowds. Or him. Fair enough, let's go. On Itch.io's page, they fixed the bugs. Oh. Maybe, I don't know, when I first loaded the game, it acted like it was doing a patch, so... Because I downloaded it yesterday, and then when I went to open it today, it was doing like an update. You focused your attention back towards the stage when the green-haired man was giving his final monologue. He happens to be one of the lead actors, his energy and charisma undeniable, his presence radiating through the crowd, mesmerizing everyone with each spoken word. Him? If by him you mean the walking highlighter, then him. Yes, him. You snort a little at the comment, caught off guard by Vince's unexpected sense of humor. Wow, he can be funny. As the performance reaches its conclusion, the crowd ruptures into cheers. I said blue. I thought it had blue hair. And I say it because I don't know what it was anymore. I swore I saw someone with blue hair. I guess I could look up the game. Hang on. Let me go back to the page for the game. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's me. I swore there was a person on the cover. You know what? It's Vince. It's Vince. It's Vince. It was just Vince. Okay. Okay. It was Vince. It was just Vince. His hair looked more blue in the photo. But he's at the beach, so I guess it's reflecting the light at the beach. Yeah, it's Vince. Twas Vince. But because I was picturing blue hair, I'm like, it's not him. He looked at me. Your attention gets pulled back to the lead performer, though his eyes were already on you, his gaze direct and sparkling with intrigue. As the crowd slowly disperses even, he boldly jumps off the stage and approaches you with a wide grin. You hear a small groan of protest come from Vince as he rolls his eyes.
Hey there! You new in town?
The name's Kevin. Do people in this town just know everyone? This is like the millionth time I've been asked this. Yeah, actually, I'm Leah. How could you tell I was new? He snorts sheepishly.
I'm a regular performer here. Practically every week. I've seen the same faces countless times, but yours is definitely new.
He gives you a playful smirk, his eyes holding a glint of amusement. Before you could reply, the man's gaze falls on Vince, and his eyebrows raise as if he just realized he was there. His smirk only straightens. Oh, the vampire finally left his house. He's a bully. Kevin's a bully. Proud of you, Pri. I really thought some sunlight would make you dissolve or something. Vince only musters up an annoyed glare. Satisfied with his tease, the performer returns his attention to you. Anyways, how are you finding Bryn Bay? I'm sure it's not much, but it's got a few redeemable charms. It's nothing special. I like it so far. I don't know yet. He's not a bully. You can be a bully. If you call someone a vampire and they don't want to be called a vampire, even if they have pale skin and even if they drink blood, that is mean and that is bullying. Kevin's too outgoing, I think. I like it so far. It's quaint, a nice difference from the city. His eyes widen with surprise, and he excitably grabs your hand.
City? You're from the city? That's so cool!
Vince is not good with people. Neither am I. In fact, don't grab my hand. Only for college. I grew up in a pretty small town, similar to this one actually. But it's nice to get back into a more familiar environment. You chuckle awkwardly at the sudden contact, and he quickly lets go. He clears his throat as his cheeks flush a light red. Your dream is to go to a city? My guy, that's sad. I've always wanted to go to the city. Is it their only one? You let out a soft, amused laugh. No worries, I understand. Well, so what do you think about my performance? Is it anything like the actors from Paragon Arts? Paragon Arts, probably the most prominent theater company you could think of. I think he said it in a teasing way, but I hope he doesn't tease Vince too much because you can't force people to hang out with you. I hate that so much. That's a fact. But again, just because you think it's teasing, if the other person doesn't like it, it's bullying. Gotta learn. He comes at no surprise that he aspires to be like them. Rudely say no. I don't want to be rude, but I also don't want to praise him. Whoa, where's the middle one? How rude is rude? I don't know, he had a crowd going. But you called my boy a vampire. We'll just go with no. Like in Valentine Otome, the MC forced her friend to go with her. I hate that MC so much. Hate her. Which Valentine? Well, to be honest, no, not really. I was just bored and needed to wind down with something. It wasn't that great and definitely isn't on a Paragon actor level, but it's still something. You clear your throat and quickly glance at Vince. He's turned away from you, his body shaking as he stifles a laugh. The actor's jaw falls a little in disbelief, and you offer him an apologetic shrug. Thanks for being blunt, I think. He tilts his head. Like, the thing is, if the option is praise or, like, not praise him, there's no, it was good. You could do better. That's not the same. He tilts his head, his brow furrowed, and a slight puzzled expression. The disappointment in his voice is clear. And here I thought I did good this time. He clears his throat loudly, an apparent reset of his confidence. A smile forces its way back on his face. Well, I'd love to hear more of what you gotta say. You sound like a true critic. I could definitely benefit from having one of those around. His eyes snapped Vince, and his expression threatens to sour. Preferably without any distractions. Sure, I guess I don't mind if you are really okay with that. He begins rummaging through his bag, pulling out a small business card that looks similar to Wyatt's.
Feel free to reach out if you ever need a friend or want to catch another show.
In which I hope you enjoy my next performance better. Valentine Atome, Christmas Atome, and Halloween Atome got different MCs, but the MCs is friends with each other and the relationship is each of them. When you say Valentine Atome, is that the name of it, or are you just calling Cupid Parasite Valentine Atome? A voice suddenly calls to him from the stage where people started to clean. He quickly nods and begins to make his way towards them. He turns his head to you and raises a hand to wave goodbye. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. I don't wanna. And with that, he disappears into the crowd. You're left slightly confused with a strange man's business card in your hand. Valentine Atome is the name. Is Valentine the MC? Saint Valentine? The man? I got a link. I just got a link now. Oh. The Holiday Atome trilogy. First off, Saint Valentine would make an excellent protagonist. I think that's really rude. That's mean to Saint Valentine. How could you say that about Saint Valentine that way? Saint Valentine. I gotta find him. Saint Valentine was a 3rd century Roman saint commemorated in Western Christianity on February 14th and Eastern Orthodox of July 6th. So, from the High Middle Ages, his saint days has been associated with the tradition of courtly love. He is also a patron saint of Tourney, and he was a beekeeper. I don't know. I just said beekeepers. So, you know what? They'd be super cute. They could make something cool. They could do it. You look up at the sky and notice that it's starting to get late. Clearly, you stayed out longer than you would have liked. It was 1 earlier. What do you mean? It's getting pretty late. We should get going. Vince nods and follows behind your lead. While walking home, you glance down the small makeshift card in hand. Kevin Zuno. Recalling Wyatt's card, and you retrieve it from your pocket and compare the two. Yep, exactly the same. Isn't that kind of plagiarism? Shrugging off the thought, you tuck the 2 cards away. So, what was that all about? What, me and Kevin? Don't worry about it. It's kind of dumb. He waves his hand up dismissively as he mumbles under his breath to downplay the situation. If you say so. It was nice seeing you be less gloomy, though. You give him a small nudge and smile as he dips his head to hide the flush of his cheeks. First off, people can be gloomy. Don't... There's a thing, right? If you tell someone you'd be better if you were smiling, if you'd be better if you were happy, not everyone's happy. It's just not how we all are. He literally walked us home, whoa. The both of you finally reached the hostel after a long walk back to the opposite side of the town. You're just about spent on energy and we're in need of a good night's rest. Well, I guess that's it for today. Yep. Thank you for walking me back, Vince. It's no problem. As you're about to turn, he gently reaches out. His fingers brush against yours. Your eyes flicker for a brief moment down to your hand before making eye contact with him. Thank you for today, Leah. I know I'm not the easiest of people to get along with, but you kept trying anyways. Not a lot of people would, so thank you for that. I had a good time. Say nothing. Match his energy. Me too, Vince. It's been nice to meet you. Would you His voice trails off, crackling a little at the end. Would you maybe like to have my number? He averts his gaze and begins to nervously chew on his lip again. Unless you think that's stupid, which is kind of is. Why would you want my number? Why? We just met. That's weird. You chuckle at his nervousness and nod. Sure, Vince. His expression relaxes slightly, a hint of relief tugging at the corner of his lips. There is a song, and just like with a line, like self-deprecating. It's just like that's playing in my head right now. He takes out his phone and quickly shares his number with you. It's a small gesture, but you can tell it means more to him than he's letting on. Well, I'll head off now. Jean would probably start freaking out if I'm not back before nighttime. Right, Jean did mention he was making dinner for them. Good night, Leah. Are you guys like a couple? Are you a couple? Good night, Vince. You smile at him as he walks off, glad he was able to come out of his shell by the end of the day. Upon entering your room, you waste no time shedding your clothes off by the entrance. Same, girl. A trail gets left behind you as you rush into the bathroom for a well-deserved shower. If it's after 9, you can't take a shower. Childhood friends, they're not. First off, they can be both. You do your usual night routine and get into your comfiest set of PJs. As you leave the bathroom, you gather your discarded clothes to clean when you get the chance. Hopefully there's a dry cleaner nearby. I'm gonna take screenshots of their bios. Why? Reminds me I do need to check his out now. I have his contact information. Oh, little sad boy. Occupation, unemployed. June 26. He's 26. Wait. He's 26. I have Kevin. Hang on. June 27. Okay, that makes sense. Kevin is 25. He's an actor. I'm ready to wait for it. Okay, that is a Hamilton reference. I get it. Well, this one can pay my hotel bills, right? So, like, this is the one I should go for because then I don't have to work because he'll just pay for my hotel stay. Right? That's how you play this game, right? I don't have issues about that. I would love a poly route with both. Just in case anyone wants to know a little bit about them. I see. You hop into bed and wrap yourself up with a large blue comforter. The music's chill though. Oh man, did I break it? Did I break the game? Oh, oops, I thought I hit the button to go next. Turning on your side, you grab your phone and begin scrolling through the list of new contacts. I wonder if anyone's free to talk right now. Who do I want to bug? Who do I want to bug? You know what? Kai has my car.
I was wondering when you'd finally call.
That's disturbing. All right. Oh, I can ask what are you up to or actually ask about my car, but you
Just
know.
about to make myself some dinner. Actually, I just got your car into the workshop.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, me and Jean were able to give it a look and bring it into town. I gotta say, never seen a model like that before. Real beaut, but seems I was right. It's gonna take a while to fix. Maybe 2 weeks, tops. Hey, on the bright side, I get to keep seeing your cute face.
On the bright side, you're gonna be paying 5 times 7 is 35 times 2 is $700 just to stay in this hostel for 2 weeks. Plus whatever it costs to fix the car. Oh, would I be able to pop into the Discord? Yeah. Oh wait, Do I need to share another link for the Discord? Have I accidentally... I restarted my computer last night because I had uploaded so much stuff that I felt like it needed a break. You ever just restart your computer just in case? Let me get the link for the Discord. I guess you're right.
Plus, I'd say the town is pretty nice. Think of it as a free vacation.
It's not
Well,
free.
I don't want to keep you for long. I'm sure
I
you need some
called
sleep
you.
too, right? So I'll hang up for now, okay? Don't miss me too much. Good night.
I called you. You said you were making dinner. You're not even going to bed right now. Just say you don't want to talk to me. I'm the one who doesn't leave my computer on when I walk away because of hackers. Oh, that actually gives me a flashback. There was randomly a thing that I had installed and I uninstalled it, and then now it's like, you can't fully uninstall this. I'm like, I want you to fully uninstall it. It's nighttime. It doesn't matter if it's nighttime. Can I call anybody else? Let me call other people. Dude, if that phone call was 5 seconds, call other people. I should have saved, and then I could have redone it and done more of the calls. When was the last time I saved? The beach? Can I fast forward? Let's find out. Let's go back to the beach. No, I don't want to override. I didn't mean to save. I meant to load. How do I load? Yeah. Let's praise him. Let's praise him really quick. Definitely, I personally think it's better than those carbon copies I've seen. Did you see how riled up the audience was when you finished your scene? I've never seen anyone do that. You've got something special. Excited, he grins and lifts his chin up triumphantly. Your response makes Vince roll his eyes and turns to look elsewhere, now uninterested in this conversation. He'd say that. I hear it from the others all the time, but it's refreshing to hear it from someone new. I mean, come on, look at me. He pats his chest and he does a small flex. I liked my other answer. I got the charms and talents of that extra it factor. Really can go far. He chuckles, bravado momentarily fading as he relaxes his posture. Not here. He seems really well established, though. It's a small town, you know. Can't get my name out there if it's unknown. Right. But hey, I'm getting closer each day. Maybe someday you can call yourself one of my very first fans. Oh yeah, I don't like him. He gives you a wink. A voice suddenly calls to him from the stage. Aw, crap. I gotta bounce, but...
Feel free to reach out if you ever need a friend, or want to catch another show.
See, that's why I had an extra ad on there, because I had been rude earlier. I see. Not fast forward? Alright, look forward to hearing from you. Alright, let's go. We're going. I don't know how to fast forward in this game. Actually, is it this button? No, I don't know. Did he still want my number afterwards? What if he didn't want my number anymore? He could be like, I don't want your number anymore because you're trash. You said nice things to that guy. Alright, we're gonna save here. Or make everything disappear here. And then we'll get all the other phone calls and see what all the phone calls sound like. Alright, let's see what Jean's phone call sounds like.
Hello? Is everything alright?
I just wanted to talk.
Okay, good. I'm actually glad you called. I wanted to ask how everything went with Vince. Really?
Well,
Oh man, that's great news.
can I ask why you wanted us to hang out together so badly?
I'm just worried he isn't getting out enough, you know? I mean, the guy barely has any friends other than me.
Okay, I
I haven't
see.
seen him hang out with anyone else. I mean, the only person I've seen him speak with is Wyatt, but that's once in a blue moon.
You seem pretty
Hell, I
passionate
thought
about
if maybe I pushed him a smidge, he'd break out of his shell, but hell,
Gene.
sorry, I got a bit carried away. This is just really important to me.
I get it, Gene. You're doing a wonderful thing taking care of him like this. But you just have to remember Vince is his own person at the end of the
This is
day.
just really important to me.
I get it, Gene. You're doing a wonderful thing taking care of him like this. But if you just you just have to remember Vince is his own person at the end. I said this already.
You're a smart one, you know that? Thanks for keeping me in check.
It's the least I can do for everything you've done for me since I got here.
Don't even worry about that. It was my pleasure. Hell, I didn't check the time. I think I'll get out of your hair now. It's getting pretty late. You have yourself a great night.
I
I'm glad
called
you made it back safely.
you. Why do
See
you
you.
guys keep hanging up on me like this? Like, imagine the audacity of me being like, "Hey, what you doing?" And then they being like, "Just in case, here's the link to the Discord." And they're like, "All right, well, anyways, I'm gonna get out of your hair. I want you in my hair. Can they eat or sleep?" First off, no, not in an Otome game. Wow, 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 wow. All right, we're going to save, but then go psych and click on the one over that says load. And then we're gonna load this one again. And we're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's try Chris. Let's try a boss.
Hi! It's so good to hear from you. I actually just got home. A longer shift than usual today. But enough about me. How are you? Are you feeling better about the situation with Wyatt earlier?
I'm doing fine. Did you say you just got home? Isn't it super late? I'm struggling to sleep, to be honest. Uh, let's worry about him.
Yeah. Oops. The funny thing is, I still
Oops.
gotta cook for my sisters after I take a quick shower. Times like these, I wish I did a little bit more exercise in high school, 'cause I am spent. Well, I should get to it then. Thanks for calling. I don't think I've had anyone just call and talk to me in ages. Who aren't my sisters, of course. Good night.
That was just nice. That was just a nice phone call. It was short, but that one at least felt like there was a reason why it was ending. Oh goodness. All right, we're gonna load again. We're gonna load this one again. All right. Okay. Let's call let's call Wyatt.
Hello? Who in the hell is this? Do you even know how late it is? I'm supposed to get my full 9 hours of sleep.
Hello.
Voice? Are you that chef from Cuppa Joe Mama? Just so you know, I don't give my number out for late night calls unless I know I'll be having a good time. Whatever you called for better be important.
Sir, do you always moan when you answer the phone? Yes, I think he does, actually. I just want to
As you
apologize.
should.
Ah,
Honestly, I'm not sure how this town doesn't have finer dining establishments. It's
oh my
got great
gosh.
views. Even an open, oceanside, greasy fish shop would be better than Cuppa Joe Mama.
My goodness, this guy.
What kind of name is that?
Think about it. It's a joke. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh no, I scrolled. I turned off my camera again so that I could whatever. Yeah, dot 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 dot. Let's just
It's a good thing you're cute. I'd normally sue for mistakes like these, but that face of yours saved that sad excuse of a diner. Well, I hope this wasn't enough chatter for you. However, I desperately need my beauty sleep. Good night.
Good night, Wyatt. Interesting. Okay. He might not be my favorite, but he's definitely eccentric. All right, let's go back to loading up the next one. Go psych, and it's actually a load, and then that one. We're gonna do, because I don't know if this is the end of the thing or not. I would imagine it is. It seems like a good spot to end a demo. We'll do Kevin, and then we'll do Vincent. That way, I'll have Vincent as my last save.
You've reached Kevin, aspiring Broadway actor and great improviser. May I ask, who's calling? Oh, what's up?
It's me, the person from the park. Oh, what's up? Nothing much, but do you do that for every call?
Yep, never know who's calling. Could be a Paragon agent, or even a movie deal.
Aren't you a little too confident?
With skills like mine, you would be too. Can't you see it? Me in NYC, my face on the billboard, different city every night. Trust me, I'm one phone call away from being the next Lin-Manfred Magella.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Broadway musical actors typically stay in New York. They don't usually different city every night. Lin-Manfred.
Yeah, the guy who made Jefferson? Made in the Lowe's, too.
You sure do know a lot about this Lin-Manfred guy.
Oh, he's every theater kid's idol. Well, I should go now.
They not
Got a big production
legally
in the
say
works.
Lin-Manuel
Need to be
Miranda.
prepared. I got the news that since Wyatt's here, a bunch of big city folk are coming for his press talk next week or whatever. Who knows? Maybe a Paragon agent will be there? Night-night! Don't let the vocal cord monster bite.
Okay, Kevin and Wyatt are tied. I don't think I want to date either one of them. All right, let's see. Okay, Vince. We save Vince for last. Let's see if it's cute. Little emo boy.
Hello? Who is this?
I thought we added our phone numbers to each other's phone. You should know who this is.
Oh, it's you. Hey.
I forgot to read the text, but it seems like that's what it said. You should know. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to call me already.
To be fair, I usually need a text message saying, "Can I call you?" before I'm okay to answer the phone. Are you still on your way back?
I wanted to take a little detour. Walk around town a little longer. I'm glad we had this walk. It's been a while since I've gotten some fresh air, so it was nice getting to show you around.
Thank you for taking the time
I
to.
should be the one thanking you. I don't know a lot of people, so going out like this was a little out of my comfort zone. But, you know, kinda knew Gene would give me a huge lecture if I didn't. He's just looking out for me. I guess.
I guess.
I think I'll hang up for now. Again, thank you for today. Rest well.
Aw, you too. Yeah, he's my favorite. He's just sweet. He's very shy and awkward, but that's fine. I am too. That's why I don't meet people. Alright, as the two of you exchange your parting words, you press the end call button. I hit the wrong button again. Well, this wasn't exactly what I thought my holiday would be, but I'm glad everyone I've met has been nice so far. Feeling content, you plug your phone into the charger and gently shut your eyes, ready to doze off to sleep. I wonder how tomorrow will go. Thanks for playing the demo. Oh, there we go. There's the picture of everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wait. I've already forgotten people. I forgot people. Oh, that's the book guy. I'm like, who's the one in the front with the drink? What's that man? So yeah, so this was the demo. The game, I actually don't know when the actual game releases. But I think it has some really nice looking routes in it. It definitely was longer than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we almost did 3 hours worth of demo. I bet. The drink is what I noticed. Yeah, like what a nice looking drink. Like it looks really well maintained. Like, oh my god. Why are there so many lemons? Like, is there any liquid in that glass actually? Come to think of it, now that I've actually noticed the drink. I will say I feel like Vince shouldn't have. Oh, it's not doing the lollipops anymore. Hang on. Aw, there it goes. Okay. I feel like Vince should be wearing long sleeves. It looks tasty, but does it look? It also has ice cream on it. There's a lot happening with this drink. I don't know. All right, so who you said you think Vince is your favorite right now? So I think Vince. I like his personality the best so far. His personality I don't like. His I'm like eh. He's too big brother. I don't have much of his personality yet, so I'd probably put him in second right now. I like him, but he's a little cringe. I like him, but he's a little cringe. And then he would be third. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's my order. But they could surprise you. We're grateful that you've given our game a chance and hope you enjoyed it. We hope you'll consider supporting us on social media account and join our Discord server for future updates and sneak peeks. Have a good day. Do we have a gallery now, actually? Oh no, this isn't available. It also didn't say if your saves continue over, but yeah, that was pretty good. I think that was pretty cute. It was more I mean, for a concept, I'm still a little lost. I'm probably say Kidnapping Sheriff is my second just because of how weird the situation was. Yeah, I love that. Here, let me just show you this. I'm not kidnapping you. I have this proof that I would never kidnap somebody. That's not proof. That's not proof at all. I found that very interesting. The introduction was very interesting. I enjoyed the hours away part. I feel like that should have been reworded. Like, I feel like maybe you should have just said, oh yeah, I'm from this town. It's about a 30-minute drive. Because 30 minutes at least sounds doable. But when you go like, I fell asleep and now it's sunset. What was that game? There was this show I watched. Oh goodness. Wayward Pines? Is that what it was called? Like, you just like, you're in a forest and like, you're like, how do I leave? And you can't. Wayward Pines. Yeah. Yeah, 2 federal agents go missing in Wayward Pines. So yeah, that's what it gives. That's giving I've been kidnapped and I don't even realize it kind of vibes. Also, they instantly like, here, get a job while you're here. Come work for us. There was also a movie with Nicolas Cage in it where he doesn't talk the entire time. It was apparently, they rumored it that it was possibly originally going to be a FNAF movie that got like canceled. And he ends up getting damage to his car And it turns out that it was intentional damage. They damaged his car intentionally just so that they could make him clean this building that was full of animatronics. So, just saying. Maybe there's a reason her car broke down. We don't know. We haven't finished the story. We've only done the prologue. Anything could happen. There could be some nefarious action in here. Dante is mean. We've already discussed it. But anyways, thank you for joining me for this portion of today's video. I'm going to take a little break, maybe 30 minutes. Which one? Which one need to watch again? Oh, the one with Nicolas Cage. Yes, it's good. It's a good movie. I liked it. I laughed a lot. Like, if you're just going at it as a comedy, which is what I took from it, it was hilarious. Like, it was a mood, honestly. But yeah, so I'll be back in about 30 minutes. It was good. Definitely recommend it. Something's Playhouse, something like that. Yeah. So I'll be back after that. We'll continue with Cupid Parasite. We're going to finish Raoul's route. Hopefully start Ruki's route. I want to get a good chunk of Ruki's route. My goal was to start Sympathy's Kiss on the 27th because that's the day it comes out. And I wanted to play it on that day. There's a chance I won't make it though because I'm behind on Cupid Parasite. Unless I turn Sympathy Kiss into my main and then start playing Cupid Parasite on Fridays until I finish Cupid Parasite, which I'll be pretty close to done. So I might do that just so I can play Sympathy's Kiss on day one and still like progress through Sympathy's Kiss. So we'll see. But I'll be back soon. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can check out my more recent stuff on Twitch. As always, on Twitch, you can check out all my VODs on YouTube. I upload everything on there. So this is the demo for Threads of You. Hang on, there's more to the title than that. I was trying to say it all. I can't remember all of the title. It's a long title. Threads of You Beyond the Bay. So the full game's not out yet. We'll be looking forward to when it does come out so we can get all the routes. But thank you so much for joining for now. I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye for now. Bye.